a lot of times. I think, looking good is like, okay, it's sort of nebulous because you can't really fully judge it based on the competition. But if you look bad, then I think that's when you have questions. And Simpson did not look bad. He went out there, did what was asked of him, and he looked competent. I think that's the most you can expect.
I've seen people twisting themselves in knots, and most of those people derided the pick.
Well, they want to not like it.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing. He didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. What he did, it was a clean operation.
Exactly.
It did not look too big for him.
No.
It's okay to say I was wrong.
No, nobody can ever say that.
But we're not there yet.
That's,
just one game.
That's not how the internet works.
It's like how the world, the internet, football, sports, talk radio. Yeah. You know what? Upon second thought, I might have been wrong. That's a sentence that we don't like to say very often. But I think you guys are right. I think the thing for me that was the most eye-opening and pleasant and just okay was it worked, right? And because I think your point is a good one, Marcus, that had he gone out there against a defense that's not specifically designed to stop him, with the number one players, with the ability to just kind of cut loose and do whatever you want, and he struggled to be like, ugh. If he's going against threes, vanilla defense, that doesn't look good. But he did what you would hope he would do, which was he didn't throw it to the other team. Ball didn't hit the ground very often. He made good decisions when the play was over. The snap that was kind of over his head, and he kind of that was one of those. Tell me you can't see the end result of that in a different alternate timeline where he picks it up, he runs around, he chucks it in the middle of the field, and it goes crazy, and everybody's like, okay, he's a rookie, but he didn't.
No,
he picked it up, he threw it out of bounds, and let's play another play.
That's the other thing about he doesn't have a lot of starts at Alabama, but he was there for a while. He's been coached. That's the thing. Yeah, that stuff that they saw that we didn't see on draft day will start to show up the more he plays. Look at Tua in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That guy's a starter, franchise guy. First snap, he drops it. You know what I mean? So happens to everyone. But I was going to say this during the crosstalk. I think you should start him, or at least give him reps with the first team O.
Against New Orleans?
Whatever that's going to be on game day versus New Orleans,
yeah.
I would give him snaps with the first team O. Because if you have to evaluate, let's say, Stetson Bennett versus Ty Simpson, you got to remember, that was Kansas City's basically starting unit defense out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, be on the Dean Connors bandwagon right now, like a lot of people are, and off the Jarquez Hunter, remember, Jarquez was running against their starters.
Right.
These were backups. So let me see what you do when the big boys are in front of you. Let me see when the intensity gets ratcheted up. Let me see if you can handle that.
I'll go back to this. I think it's a good comparison. Like if all of a sudden in spring training in baseball, if let's say Yamamoto, he's only going to pitch a couple of innings, but he's out there and you get a double off of Yamamoto in the first inning, okay, that's pretty good. If you get 3 doubles off of some guys who are going to be driving beer trucks in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, it's like, yeah, cool. I'm glad you did a good job, but this is a little different. These are not the guys that you're going to see in a real game, and I think you're right. And look, I think for the first time ever in the Sean McVay era, the preseason has a little bit of a, let's go look at that again, especially when it comes to the quarterbacks and those two guys playing, because I think that competition is a close one. It's a real one.
Well, I was looking at just some of those veteran backup guys that people would prefer just all throughout preseason.
Yeah.
A lot of guys struggled this week. A lot of them. The one that didn't was in a Rams uniform. That's what I mean. So we don't know. Let's see what happens from here, but it was a fun outing. Met Mahomes finally.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
What was that like?
He's taller than I thought.
Okay.
He's really cool. He seems like he's been to the same school of, talking to people as Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Matthew Stafford. Like, when you talk, he is really into what you're saying. Like, he's into that moment right there. That's a skill.
It's the eye contact. It's listening. It's using your name. It's all of those little things that they teach you on how to make an impression on people that, by the way, Matthew Stafford is terrific at it.
Yeah.
Sean McVay's terrific at it.
It seems like every time you say something, or every minute is a learning moment for them.
Yeah.
That's what the convo felt like. But he's really cool.
Side note to that, every time I see Patrick Mahomes, obviously I've seen him on the field or whatever. When you see him walking around, nothing about him screams professional athlete.
No.
Like he's kind of built weird. He walks sort of awkward. Like, nothing about watching Patrick Mahomes walk around in civilian life says, like,
he
this
sounds
dude
weird.
is like,
he's got this whole Ray Romano voice thing.
Nothing about him says, I am the preeminent quarterback in the NFL right now.
I'm so glad you did that now, and we're not met him because that's all I hear now.
Ray Romano? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ray Romano with strep throat.
You're right.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah,
right. Oh my God.
It's a little bit of those things. But no, I thought that all in all, it was a pretty good weekend for the Rams, and we'll see when you get Puka and Garrett back when they start practicing again, hopefully sooner than later.
That's something else too, because we were monitoring when those suspensions were coming down, and I think they suspended like 4 or 5 guys, and we didn't hear Puka, we didn't hear Alaric Jackson. So far, so good, but they're not done.
Let me ask you this, just procedurally in the NFL. Will they tell you you're not going to get suspended? I understand that, okay, you get 2 games, you get 4, but am I just holding my breath, or will they come and say, we've reviewed the case and you will not be receiving a suspension?
I don't think no one will tell you that, but I mean, they can tell you which way the wind is blowing based on how these meetings go. So some of these investigations or whatever you call them, they're wrapping up now, and they're making decisions. Like the guy in Atlanta, is it James Pierce?
Yes.
That's a no-brainer. Yeah, I mean, there's actual car wrecks. There's damage. I mean, you got arrested. You're out. Guys like this and these stories that where the charges go away, they require a lot more conversations. And I keep asking you this, just for a consumer of the NFL, what would turn you off? Like if you let Puka play, if you let Alaric play, would that turn you off?
The answer to what will turn us off the NFL, we haven't found it yet.
Yep.
It doesn't exist. And there's been some little stuff, there's been some big stuff, and everything in between. And when is it on? I want to watch. That's everybody's response to this. And these people are, well, I don't watch it anymore because of this reason, or I don't watch it anymore because of that reason. Yeah, okay, fine. Sure you don't. Because I don't know is that these numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger. Every game that goes on wins its thing every single week. Every sporting event or every Nielsen rating is nothing but NFL sporting events. So as far as what will turn us off, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Everything about the NFL is kind of a heat check, one thing after another, right? Like we're gonna play games on Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna play games, Black Friday. We're gonna play the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And social media may grumble about it. But to your point, I guarantee you.
Let's go watch.
I guarantee you they'll play that game on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then by Monday morning you'll get some tweet or some press release out. It's like, NFL drew 65 million people for this game on Wednesday.
Look, DeMarco, I'm fairly certain I've told you this before, and I get so many things wrong. I like to remind people in the handful of things I get right. Telling you, we're going to have a football game every day of the week before too long. And we've just kept, to Marcus's point, we've added and added and added and added. And it used to be Sunday and Monday night. And then it was Thursday and Sunday and Monday night. And then we said, well, we might as well throw a few Fridays in there. And then we'll do it Fridays. And now we're doing Wednesdays before Thanksgiving. We did Tuesdays and Wednesdays during COVID, and people showed up to watch these games. So it just feels like not every team will play every single night of the week, but I think the Rams play every night of the calendar except for Tuesday this year. I think they have a game on every day of the week except for Tuesday.
I wonder if that factors in when you talk about just Puka in general, because during LeBron's exit, when it became clear how much he means to the NBA, like they waited until he picked a spot to set the schedule. I wonder, doesn't Puka draw eyeballs too? And you're on primetime 7 times?
They are in primetime a lot. He is a big star, but I would argue that the NFL is, this is going to sound weird, almost star-proof. It's just they
don't push the individual.
Not like the NBA does.
Not like the NBA.
You could put, you could play Tennessee against Cleveland on a Saturday night. What time is it on? I want to watch it.
Right.
And that's just the way that it goes, whether they have star players or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously I always used to laugh because Jacksonville and Tennessee was a Thursday night football staple for years, right? Like there are sort of limits to it, right? You're not going to get the Browns and the Titans like on a Sunday night. Like they will try to put some more marquee teams on, but I think to Travis's point, it's not so much about the players, but it's the Rams themselves are a draw. The Chiefs, the Bills, the Cowboys, they are a draw.
Gambling, fantasy, like all of these things fuel it too, because I have a fantasy guy on this team or that guy, or I got a bet on this team or that team. It's like, it's just We need to watch all of them.
You're hurting my feelings, Marcus. I've been those bad teams. Come on, man. It ain't our fault. Come on, bro.
What do you want from me?
We're doing our best.
Do you need more Lakers talk in your life? The ball knower extreme duo of Mike Trudell and Chris McGee. Geeter, they're back tonight, 6 o'clock on 710 a.m. and the ESPN LA app. Get ready for a full schedule breakdown by Trudell only on ESPN LA. Speaking of Lakers,
weird in Lakerland.
Yeah, I mean, it just every day it seems like there's another massive development. Now we know that the buses are once and for all out. They have sold their shares in it. What does that mean for the team, for the fans, for the players? We will try to break it all down. Coming up next, it's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN, and we've been talking about football here, right? And before the season even kicks off, everybody's got their prediction. Who's going to win the division? Who makes the playoffs? Who's going to be holding that beautiful silver trophy at the season's end? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you can trade those predictions in a live market, right? Team that we saw in the playoffs a couple of years, base plan Minnesota. Will they qualify for the playoffs this season? Right now, they're trading at 41%, which means a $100 trade gets you $234 if they get a playoff spot. How about the Houston Texans? 11 games this season, winning 11? I don't know. Currently trading at 52%, meaning 100 gets you 186 if they reach 11 wins. And, of course, our Rams, the NFC Championship this season. 24% means a $100 trade would pay out $395. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market. There's no house. And on the probabilities change, you can buy in and out of your position. So you can trade the draft pick, the game, and more on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use the code TRAVIS, TRAVIS, to get $10 when you trade 10, KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risks and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory, and don't forget that promo code TRAVIS.
USC football.
Fight on.
Miller at the 5. Miller in the end zone. Touchdown USC. The Trojans kick off the season Saturday, August 29th against San Jose State. Right into a sack. Boom. Down he goes. Dives inside of the end zone. Touchdown USC. Jake Mayava's done it with his feet again.
Kickoff is at noon.
On your home for Trojan football.
USC football is back this fall on ESPN LA. LA's mega sports station. Fight on.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Waba Grill. It's flavorful.
Pick me up and never put me down.
It's quality. It's fresh. It's spicy. Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in fiery chili crisp. Get yours now, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
It's DeMarco Farr and my guy, attorney Big Al, in studio with me today.
The biggest mistake that people do is think that they can handle a car accident themselves. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need to bother with a lawyer. I'll just do it. It's not a big deal. I'll talk to the insurance company and handle it myself. That's the biggest mistake you could do because you don't know what you're doing. There are lots of different aspects of a car accident that you're going to mess up. And as you mess up your case in 1 week and 2 weeks and 3 weeks, by the time you call the lawyer, it's way too late. You already messed everything up. So the first mistake is thinking that you can do this yourself. You're not going to do a good job. You're going to hurt yourself and cause yourself a lot of pain down the road. The point of getting an attorney is to let them take care of all the problems. They're the experts. They know how to deal with all the problems. They know how to fix your car. They know how to get you treatment. They know how to deal with insurance companies. Don't do it yourself.
If you're in an accident, I've got a guy. Attorney Big Al. 1-800-HURT-123 or attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al is attorney Ken Klein based in Los Angeles.
Harry Douglas here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of that guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's delicious, portable, zero sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on the summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com and on Amazon.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on
this. Let me
this.
be very, very clear.
Yes,
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Hey.
Other than you're halfway across the country in back flight, how was the weekend? Did you do anything? Yeah, you just spent it all in an airplane.
This music just popped into my head. You know who's probably playing this right now and laughing from Philadelphia? LeBron.
Hey, look.
He got out of town before everything.
He sure did. And
wow.
Yeah, we can talk about whether he knew was bad. Look, can we just start with this?
Yeah.
How weird the last, week has been for the Lakers?
Yeah.
Like, just genuinely straight up bizarre that we woke up, was it Monday or Tuesday? I forget which day it was.
Yeah.
To the news that Mark Walter was selling the team. Fast forward out of nowhere. And so all the scrambling that went along with that story to here we are on Monday, roughly a week later, and now Jeanie Buss and her siblings are selling their remaining stakes, maybe. Wow. Now there's a report in a letter obtained by CNBC addressed to law firms representing Jeanie Buss's siblings, Jim, Johnny, Janie, Joey, and Jesse. Her lawyer, Adam Streisand, says Jeanie Buss has not agreed to sell the team and that any vote suggesting the Buss family is selling would, quote, would be and is void.
Wow.
So
what?
Go ahead and put that into your equation. Here's a very technical question. What the hell?
Bro, this is why movies that have a multiverse actually work. Yeah. Because this is weird.
It is.
This is weird and wild. Yeah, I mean, everything that we thought we'd be talking about right now with the Lakers, we haven't even come close to talking about.
No.
We're supposed to be talking about how this team is going to look on the floor.
Does that
even matter?
There's no actual basketball being discussed right now.
Wow.
It's just deeply odd that it got sold so quickly. Then it was sold. The bus is sold, only maybe not, because we know that Jeanie and her siblings are, shall we say, not on the same page. Mm-hmm. That they've been, she blew a number of them out that they did not want to sell to begin with, that she did. She sold to the Walter Group, that she kind of got grandfathered in with the Walter Group. Then Walter Group sells to Iger and his group. And now he says that she can stay as long as she wants, as long as they do that, unless they decide to do something else. And then this pops up today and they're going to sell it. And now they're not going to. What the hell? Like, it's so many things
like
going
that
on.
Succession.
Exactly. What the hell is that? There are going to be some lawyers that are going to be winning in this whole thing.
Clock it.
Because there's going to be a lot of billable hours, I think, coming in the very near future as they try to figure out all these contractual entanglements and who stays where and who gets what. What do the Buss siblings get? What does Jeanie get? What do
So Jeannie's got the big stick, right? Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
She is the one in control of that portion of it. Let's bring in Ramona Shelburne now, who's joining us on the Hard Rock Casino Tejon hotline. And Ramona, I'll ask you what I just asked you. What's going on over there? Like, it seems like every day there's another crazy story.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to try to do this, okay? I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV, okay? I'm going to do my best for you.
Okay.
Here's what's going on. In 2017, do you remember when Jim and Johnny tried to do a little palace coup on Jeanie?
Yes.
Okay. Jeanie and the other siblings went to court. They redid the family trust in the way that it works. And it was set up to where there are 3 controlling owners. Those 3 owners are Jeanie Buss, Jeanie bus and Joey bus. Okay. In the 2017 court cycle that all this went to court, et cetera, the final ruling said that no one can vote to sell the team without the approval of those three, Jeanie, and Joey. Okay. So she believes that the 5 who voted to sell this morning are not able to actually do that without her consent. Okay? She's not voting to sell. She did not even respond to the vote to sell. From what I understand, 5 voted to sell. She didn't respond. So here's where we are. They believe they're allowed to sell because in the sale to Mark Walter, there's what's called a tag-along provision. Okay? That means if Mark Walter were to ever sell his controlling stake, they have the right to tag along to that sale at the valuation that Mark got. Okay?
Okay.
So they believe they have the right to do this at $12.5 billion because of that provision in their sale. Okay, this 10 months ago or 9 months ago, whatever that was, right? Closed in October. So here we are. Now, I talked to a spokesperson for Bob Iger and Josh Kushner, and they had no comment on any of this.
Okay.
And, it's
a mess.
I don't know where this is going to end up. I think we're going to end up in court, or the lawyers are going to handle it, or Jeanie will vote to. I don't know if she doesn't want to sell. She's the controlling owner, and she's the controlling person on the trust. Okay, so it's.
Let me ask you this:
it's a mess.
Does what happened today, or did not happen today, or whether it goes to, does that put the brakes on the other portion of this transaction, or are these two things totally separate from one another?
Totally separate. The Mark Walter, Josh Kushner, Bob Iger thing is totally separate. This only concerns the Buss family shares. To be honest, I think if you're looking at it, this really is just a family drama at this point. It's really, look, 17.8% of the family shares, what is that, $12 billion? I can't do math like that, but maybe it's $4 billion or something, okay? Somebody do it first in their head. I can't do that right now. I'm trying to be a lawyer, and I can't do math also and be an accountant too. Okay. And then that's split, 6 ways. It's not just, the question is, should the 5 supersede the 1, and which legal precedent is going to run out, and what are the rules of the trust, and it's going to be in the court. So I read the letter that Jeannie's lawyer sent. I'm saying this from 2017, the ruling that she believes is in effect here and supersedes everything. So I don't know. I don't know where, I'm trying to make sense of it. I had been he didn't vote for it, and that there might be some issue there, but I don't know. And now we kind of know what she's going to do about it. Clearly she has her lawyer sending a letter to them.
Well, Momo, quick question.
And,
Quick question for you. Mm-hmm. So you've been in this a while now. So ownership change is not new in the NBA.
Yeah.
How does something like this affect the players or affect the operation of going about winning basketball games?
I don't think it actually matters anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's really just going to be I guess it does. Maybe it does, because, okay, if they've sold their shares, Rob Pelinka in the front office and all the people are calling the shots. But eventually, Bob Iger and Josh Kushner are the owners. They have the controlling shares. So, his initial statement, let's go back to what he said initially. We intend to honor Mark. Okay. If something changes, then it changes. Well, something changed.
Yeah,
okay?
That's right. Yeah.
Something changed today. But I want to go back. Okay. this is reporting I need to go right up. So I can't need to Or I just tried to distill it on SportsCenter. Now I got to write a story. This vote there's been several votes on whether this family wants to sell. There was one a few months ago that I heard was 3 people voted for it. Okay. This is now 5. Shams reported it needed to just be a majority, 4-2 to sell. It actually was 5. There was the one person who didn't vote I want to say she didn't vote for it because she didn't necessarily even vote, right? Was Jeanie. And so does this affect the team on the court? I don't know. It may, in the sense of who's calling the shots, who's going to be in charge, who's the general manager. I don't know. The rest of the team is going to Slovenia this week to meet with Luke, hang out. I think that matters a lot more.
Could this be a thing? I mean, Adam Silver's already dealing on a day like this with the Clippers and Ballmer and aspiration and all that sort of stuff. Does this end up being something that he has to get his fingers involved in here too?
I can't imagine he's not already involved. It's messy. Come on. I don't want to report that. I don't know that, but this is the kind of mess that you have a commissioner for to help sort through. I know it's a private sale, et cetera, but I just want to point out, I believe in reading Shams' reporting and in my own reporting, confirming what Shams had this morning, was to authorize a sale to Bob Iger and Josh Kushner. I don't know that any transaction has actually happened. It's just part of the tag-along provision in the sale to Mark Walter that goes back to that, if that makes sense.
Well, I know this for sure, where there's no end in sight. If Jeanie is fighting this, then I'm sure you and I and everyone else here at 710, we're going to be talking about this for quite some time. Ramona, thank you so much, and we'll be in touch very soon because we're just getting started, I'm sure.
You got it.
Go write your story.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
I
am.
Yeah. What a mess.
Just a mess.
What a mess.
Horrible.
And
I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
I loved your question. We'll come back. We'll talk about that after maybe the far side, because I think what trickles down, we're talking at the very highest echelon of NBA ownership, and the way that works its way down to the players will take some time, but it has to eventually, right?
Of course. It's a wild thing. Obviously been a part of it. We'll talk about it. Yeah,
we'll get into all that coming up at about, say, 4:15. We got a little first pitch coming up next. Don't forget, you can join DeMarco and myself this Thursday, August 20th, live at Legends Attic in Claremont. Dalton Rushing will be making an appearance, as well as our friend Oral Hershiser. Dave Hobrecht's incredible artwork will be there. Plenty more. Maybe you can ask him. You can see if he wants to do that. That's this Thursday from 3 to 6 at Legends Attic. Be there. A little first pitch coming up next.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
The Black and Gold fell to San Diego FC at BMO Stadium over the weekend. What's happening? It's Mario Reeves. I'm going to react to that loss and quickly turn to the next match in Colorado. I got Rapids radio voice Connor Cape joining me to preview Wednesday night's matchup. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
Hi guys, it's Ramona Shelburne for Hyundai of Glendale, where it's back to school savings all month long. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for $279 a month. Comes with owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Take it from me, with next level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$279 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due on signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 8/30/26.
The LA Card Expo is back at the Magic Box in downtown LA on August 22nd and 23rd. 350 vendor tables, sports cards including baseball, basketball, football, hockey, plus Pokemon, TCG, and more. Baseball great Steve Sachs will be there Sunday, 12:30 to 2:30. Our biggest show yet. Something for everyone, from the serious collector to the casual fan. The LA Card Expo at the Magic Box in downtown LA on Saturday and Sunday, August 22nd and 23rd. Go to LACardExpo.com. That's LACardExpo.com.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball. He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. New episodes available now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Evan Cohen here. In sports, anyone can say they're the best. The actual best? They prove it. That's what I like about Midas. When you buy tires at Midas with paid installation, you get their limited lifetime tire guarantee included at no extra cost. That includes flat repairs or flat replacements and tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's confidence you can drive on, mile after mile, because the best don't just say it, they back it up. Midas, the best around.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
You're the yin to our yang.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
When I see people, I'm just so happy like we're sharing the earth together. This is all us here right now at the same time.
Back to the guys.
I'm going to need some sort of flow chart or red springs with push pins in it to figure out what's going on with everybody.
One of those murder investigation boards sort of things.
Exactly. Tell the truth. You guys are nervous in Dodgerland, just a little bit.
That's not top of mind for me with the Dodgers right now.
I mean, but just in the grand scheme of things. Walters.
I keep coming back.
Yeah.
Yes. To answer your question, DeMarco, I think that had you asked me that 10 days ago, what are you talking about? But would anybody have thought that the Lakers would have gotten sold 6 times between last Monday and today?
No.
And here we are.
This is all so messy.
Yeah.
It's so
Super
messy. And this is not what you want from your ownership, to be in a messy situation. And everything is coming out. First, you're selling out of nowhere in the span of 3 days. And then it's going like, oh, the buses are selling it. No, they're not selling it because Jeanie does not want to sell it. It's this whole crazy mess. It's too much. This is not what you want happening when you go into a season.
The good news, I guess, is that the bus mess has nothing to do with the Walter mess. If there is a Walter mess.
I guess not.
I guess not.
Two distinct messes.
Yes, just separate messes.
Until Pablo Torre gets involved in.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? The mess that is the Dodgers right now is not a financial mess. It's a baseball mess, and they're 12-18 in their last 30 games.
Yeah.
They've been kind of lousy for the better part of 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
They other than a little brief respite against Kansas City, who is not good.
We're bad.
They've looked not just like they haven't played well, they've looked like a bad baseball team. They're not a bad team, but they've been playing like a bad team for about a month.
Yeah. This is what we've been talking about on the Blue Review. We were talking about it over and over. I think we've talked about it here on First Pitch. This is not the Dodger team that we know. They are making mistakes on the base paths, in the field, dropping balls, booting balls, throwing balls to second base that are getting dropped when it's right in the middle of their glove. There's bad at bats, bad. They're not standing up there with a purpose. This is all just bad all the way around. The bullpen is bad. The starting pitching is fine, but
that's the only part that's still pretty good.
It's fine, but it's not fantastic. Like Skubal was fine yesterday. Was he bad? No. Was he good? No.
He was pretty good.
Yeah. He was
yesterday. It wasn't prime Skubal.
The second inning was not great.
No, but he gave up one earned run in 6 innings is pretty darn good out.
It was okay. If he would have barely gotten out of the one for Tommy Edman, he missed a Jackson Churio 2-run home run by maybe a foot that went just over the side of the foul.
Ifs and nuts were candy and butts. We'd all have a Merry Christmas. He gave up one earned run in 6 innings. That's a good outing.
If you look at the line, yes. Yes. He was fine. I'm not saying he was bad by any means. It just, all of this has been bad.
He's not the problem.
No, he's not. Okay, let's talk about the problem real quick. And
which one?
Well, let's start with this one. Did we hit an inflection point, a tipping point, something yesterday with Kyle Tucker when he missed that ball in right field? Because Dodger Stadium let him have it. It's the first time, like all season long, they're like, no, man, this sucks. You've been bad. He's literally
that was horrible effort.
It was a terrible play.
Horrible effort.
Terrible play.
Yeah.
This is not an exaggeration. This is not hyperbole. This is the facts. He is the worst player in Major League Baseball at home this season. Yep. Nobody is having a worse season than Kyle Tucker is at Dodger Stadium. His effort. Maybe it's just a presentation thing. Maybe not. But it looks like he's miserable out there, and Dodger fans lit him up yesterday.
You better get hot soon.
He's bad at the plate, and so when he's bad at the plate, it's in his head, and if you can't then make mistakes in the field. And so what he did yesterday, losing that ball, you have to
catch that.
You have to. And then And then a little bit later, it was the Freddie play over his back that he should have been there.
Yeah.
Why is a 39, well, I know he's like 35, 36 years old, but why is an old man, Freddie Freeman, an older player, Freddie Freeman, running and catching a ball over his head when Kyle Tucker should have been in that situation?
Catch, though. Yeah.
It was a great catch.
Hell of a catch, yeah. But
shouldn't have been there.
Should have been you.
What do you do with him, Marcus? As we look, you still got about 7 weeks of the regular season left, maybe 6. Call it 6. Got about 6 weeks of regular season baseball left. Let's just say we go through the next 6 weeks, and it's just more of the same, that he is just absolutely ineffective at home. Do you really bench him in the postseason? Do you have to take him off the field?
I don't know. I mean, I really, truly don't know, because what's your alternative? You put Alex Call out in right field?
Kike?
I mean, put Kike Hernandez out in right field?
Put Kike at second base, put Tommy Edman in left field, put Teo in right field. You can shuffle the
Kike
deck
can
a
be
little
left
bit.
field,
Yeah.
Teo can be right field.
I mean, I guess you do. Look, they got to a point where they were shutting down Andy Pages. I mean, I know he's not making the same kind of money that Kyle Tucker is, but he was going bad enough that they said, we can't do this because, I said it on Blue Review, I'll say it here. Let you know a little secret. They're going to play home games during the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's not just on the road that they play during the postseason. And it really is because it's all around bad. I mean, last year, Teo Hernandez was bad defensively, but he would give you enough offensively that fans are like, you know what? We can live with this. We can live with this. Tucker's giving you nothing at the plate and is bad.
Is it just money? Why can't you sit his butt down? Especially when he shows you that sort of.
That is a big part
money.
of it.
Money. I think but here's the thing. I think I don't know if this is a silver lining.
I don't know.
It's they will bite the bullet when they have no other choice. They bit the bullet with Tanner Scott. They bit the bullet with Michael Conforto. And I get this is a much larger bullet to bite in this situation, a $60 million bullet. But just because he makes a lot of money, those other guys weren't even on the roster at the end of the year last year. They went in a different direction. So I would be hard-pressed to come up with a scenario where he's not on the roster. But I think to your point, DeMarco, maybe there's just listen, we can't use you today. You're not in the lineup, and they just don't go there.
So what do you do? Let's say that it's right about now when they're in the wild card because they're third. That's 3 home games in a row. Yeah. Do you put him on the wild card roster? You can change it for the division series. Do you put that man who cannot hit at home on the wild card roster?
Yeah, you do. And I think you start him in game 1 and see what happens. And if he's dreadful, then I think you have to make a different decision and put him down and see what happens after that.
I mean, we've had these conversations before. That one game in a wild card, you lose game 1, and you're now only 1 game away from being knocked out in the wild card.
I hear you. The odds of him costing you the game single-handedly are pretty low. He may not do anything, but they're not. If they lose 1-0 and he drops a fly ball in right field, sure, it's his fault. But they're not hitting. Their bullpen's bad. I would be really surprised if at the end of game 1 in your scenario, it's like they lost tonight because Kyle Tucker stinks. You know what I mean? Like now. He could stink and they could lose.
Last time out, you could say that.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
He was
No,
terrible.
Tommy Edman had a lot to do with that too.
They don't score.
No,
that's true.
They don't get hits.
Yeah.
Like even on the game on Saturday when you against Jacob Mizorowski, they had bases loaded and 1 out and hit
And then guys coming to the plate.
Shohei and Freddie, bang bang, done.
Against a guy throwing 105. It's
look,
it's not quite that easy.
They're still just not getting hits in big positions.
I hear you. They're playing really bad baseball right now. They're playing against a very good team over the week. They'll be okay, I think.
I still think they'll win the World Series.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I wouldn't be surprised either. We got a little Far Side coming up next.
Hey, something big is coming. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means California, from Texas to Florida, every fan is in on all the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is your kickoff for the new season and a new era and the biggest day in sports history, so get pumped for that. Get ready to celebrate new DraftKings customers. Remember this. Sign up with code LA710. Spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code LA710. Remember that. Write that down. LA710. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC-registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions do apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim. Issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. For terms, dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide, based on sportsbook predictions, a free-to-play sports contest availability varies by state. Good luck.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Great teams walk in with the playbook. So why face your family's future without one? Globe Life makes protecting the people you love simple. And with Globe Life, it's never been any easier. You can apply for coverage online or with an agent in just minutes. No complicated strategy, just straightforward protection from a name you already trust. Get your free quote today at globelifeinsurance.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays starting at 2 p.m. Choose from 5-piece dumplings original or chili crisp or a spicy boom boom taco. Pair with your favorite premium or beverage, including our new strawberry watermelon lemonade refresher, both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
Hi folks, it's Oral Hershiser, and I couldn't be prouder or more excited to introduce the new Oral Hershiser Chevrolet here in beautiful Chino. Chevrolet has been a part of America's story for over 100 years, built on grit, reliability, and doing things the right way. And that's exactly how we are going to earn your business at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. So come on in, say hello, and let us earn your trust. Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. Bulldog tough, Chevy strong.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for the Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for the Far Side with DeMarco Far, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
We have created monsters, or we're creating monsters with all this online stuff. These kids are amazing. So I'm like interfering, or what do you call this when you're not eavesdropping, but I'm monitoring. Proctoring these little group chats. So have you heard this whole BTS drama that's going on?
There's drama?
The K-pop group BTS?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Grammys have tried to invent or come up with Asian Pop Act.
Okay.
So they're it's a whole, I guess it's Best Asian Pop Music Performance category.
Okay.
The Grammys have 1,000 different categories. So they're trying to come up with Best Asian Pop Music.
They're trying to find a way to give them an award.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
BTS doesn't want it. They say don't put us in a box. They don't want it. They don't see it. They don't see themselves as Asian Music Act first. They'd rather be in competition with everyone. I don't know. It's a weird deal. I kind of get it. But the Grammys are trying to recognize Asian music, and it seems like you don't want any part of that. I don't know what to say to that as a parent.
Well, they just give them like a lifetime achievement award or something.
Aren't they like 14 years old?
I don't know, just make something up, man. Like, if you want to give them an award, just give them an award. Like, I respect the fact that they're like, we don't want to be pretzeled into like some fake award, but like the Grammys want, just mail them a trophy.
But there's best
like,
hip hop, there's best country, there's best Spanish speaking, there's Latino.
Yeah.
What's wrong with best Asian pop? How come you don't want that?
I don't know, because they want to they don't want to be put in a box.
I can understand that, but at the same time, it is K-pop. Like, that is what you do.
Thank you.
It's not, like, for example, like, if you're a Latino artist and you do hip-hop, you are a hip-hop artist, but you're a Latino hip-hop artist. Like, there's nothing wrong with being in that.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Now, if they're only putting you in that box and only putting you in that category, that's a little different.
See, that's the thing I was trying to explain. BTS said it hurts their chances for other awards, and I thought that was wrong. So you don't want this award because you think they may put you in a box, but you're not disqualified from all the other awards.
You can still get the other boxes?
Yes. Yeah. So in my opinion, I think BTS took a wrong turn. but I can't say that loud because they have a lot of fans.
They make dump trucks full of money. Like,
yes,
I think
do.
they're fine.
Their fan base is called the Army.
Were those the guys at the World Cup finale?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Yes,
they were.
Absolutely.
I'm saying this. They did. So a couple years ago, they did, I think, 5 shows over at SoFi Stadium, right? And, NFL Network
sold them all out.
Right sold them all. But, I will tell you that there were just, armies of preteen girls wandering around the campus all day for 5 days. And one of my coworkers had the nerve to tweet about it, his frustration by the end of it. His Twitter mentions were unusable for a week.
Yeah.
The Army got a hold of it, and he could not go on social media.
Wow.
Leave me alone. I like BTS. Smooth like butter. There you go.
That's a good song. But this weekend, I don't know, Marcus, you were here, right, for the Rams game?
Mm-hmm.
Was it crazy because the K-pop convention thing was going on?
Is that what it was?
Yes.
So when I drove in, I just saw people lined up down the street. I assumed it was
That's
like an
what
anime or something, just based on the demographic of the people. I thought it was like an anime convention or something like that.
K-pop.
No idea what it was, but the lines were down the block.
Usually the Grammys just roll right over you. They're actually considering removing the award.
They're pretty big.
That's how popular BTS is. I didn't want to tell you that, but it just popped up. I think I have a new reason not to hate Sam Darnold, but just
that's an interesting setup.
Where's this going? You can't
continue.
You can't hate Sam Darnold. He's a good dude.
He seems to be.
But I'm happy he's their quarterback.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Sure. I understand that.
This is gonna be so wrong from what I'm saying. I heard his in-game interview, and they were talking about his offseason. Like, how's your offseason been? Of course, he just won the freaking Super Bowl, right?
Sure.
So his answer was, I got married, and then I won the Super Bowl.
Was his wife sitting next to him when he said that?
No, he's on the sideline. This is why I don't like Sam Darnold.
She may have been watching or listening.
You know why? His priorities are right. I don't want my quarterback to have his priorities.
Very funny.
Right. I want you thinking about nothing but football.
I think Marcus may be onto something right here. I think that maybe she's monitoring, knowing he's going to show up, and I'd like to go home to a peaceful house that night.
Yes,
he's
I'm
proctoring.
with you. Yeah. We know that.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to put us first.
I think
we're going to war for you.
I think he'd walk in there, guys. I had to do it, right? And they're like, "You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. We totally understand."
No, us, and then you apologize. You go buy something. That's what it usually works. Last thing, this came from Steve Spagnuolo. Great dude. It was great seeing Spags. There were like 3 coaches that used to coach the Rams that were on that field, and I was introducing them to new coaches.
Okay,
which was wild. And they're like, "Yeah, you're still here." I'm like, "Shut up." Anyway,
dude, you're the through line for a lot of this.
Stop that.
You are.
Spags said that. Yeah. I almost punched him for it. But we were talking about, you've heard this before. You can't teach effort. You can't teach effort. You're either born with it or not, right? Okay, so I said that to Spags with Maurice sitting there, because Maurice was going to go with that during the game. And he blew up. And what's another way of saying BS?
Baloney.
Yeah, okay. He said baloney, loud. It echoed, right? He said, that's not true. I coached the hell out of it. And it's true. Like, some guys are born lazy, but you can coach the hell out of them. Effort is a thing you can coach. We have to stop saying you can't teach effort, because, yes, you can.
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical.
You can coach it, absolutely.
I think you can get it out of some people occasionally, but I think if you are not a high-effort person, you are not going to be – you might give me brief bursts of maximum effort, but you're never going to be a maximum effort guy. Like, there are some people that are just – their dials all the way over to 10 no matter what.
Yeah.
And there are some guys that just kind of sits at 3, and you might get them to go to 6 occasionally, but it's going right back to 3 the second you walk out of the room.
He brought up what Tomlin said, and I forgot, and it made me think about it. He said he doesn't run from coaching. Like, you're right. Guys, some guys are inherently lazy, but you're going to have to coach them nonstop.
Agreed.
And it drains you.
Agreed.
But he's not going to run from it. But it was just funny how loud he said
baloney.
It echoed, right? It was awesome. Yeah,
Fiddlesticks?
Fiddlesticks. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Horse pucky.
Horse pucky.
My mom always goes with fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks. I like that one.
Yeah.
What are fiddlesticks?
Shut
I
up,
have no
Kevin.
idea.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, met Kelsey too.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
How'd he look?
He looked great. He didn't look human.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like he looked perfect.
All right.
One of those dudes. And
Perfect.
like when you see Tom Brady, the guy doesn't look real.
He looks like AI.
He does.
Yeah. Kelsey's kind of got that too.
Yeah.
He's in that Hollywood thing. And there was a question about why he's still playing. Like he just got married to the biggest pop star in the world. He's got all the money in the world.
She accepts Grammys from the
But does she deserve it?
He's close to breaking every tight end record known to man.
So that's why he came back.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up, but every single one, like he has the chance to be the number one tight end.
Like receptions, yards, TDs, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Games played.
Okay.
All that stuff. Yeah, so that's the reason.
There you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, I mean, because he's accomplished everything else pretty much.
And he's got the right coach. He's got the right quarterback. I would assume, the Chiefs were finally had a bad year for the first time in, 10 years last year? It seemingly. So, I would expect him to bounce back. I would expect him to be useful. I don't know if it's prime Kelsey ever again, but if I would imagine he can get the numbers he needs to get.
Oh, I got to slide one more at you. Laura, are you out there? Okay.
I mean, I'm here.
Okay, so this is me and Maurice going at it again. This is so funny. This is me being the third party. I didn't want to get involved. I was off radio. I'm like, I'm not arguing today. I'm just listening to music, so that's you two. He tried to say
this is Maurice and Spags?
Maurice and another guy on the plane.
Okay.
He said Drake is this era's Michael Jackson.
What?
Oh, hell no.
What?
That's what he said.
Oh, hell no.
And he stands on it. He was going by
What is he standing on?
album
Peanut?
sales.
No.
Peanut?
He
no.
was going by album sales.
No.
No.
So-
I can see that.
No.
But the other thing is, right, this is kind of like LeBron and Michael Jordan. How many albums has Drake put out?
He's put out quite a few.
You know how many Michael put out? Like
A lot.
6. right.
Okay, I heard once, I've heard this a lot about Michael and Prince. They were miles famous. Like, Michael could be 10, 15 miles from you, and Michael Jackson was there. Drake ain't that. Okay, Drake is soft as it, I was about to say the word.
Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, fiddlesticks is a good word. No, just the utter disrespect of putting those two together, crazy to me.
Drake is a pop star. He's a popular star.
He is a popular star,
Popular
but
star, yes.
He's a pop star. Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not, but he's not Michael Jackson level.
We got to stop comparing people to Michael Jackson. I mean, it is sort of like, it's like the NBA's effort to find the next Michael Jordan or whatever. Like, at some point, some people are just a one of one, and
Right.
Michael Jackson is a one of one.
Jonathan just told me that Michael Jackson sold 500 million records before streaming.
Right.
So you had to go to the record store to buy the record. You didn't tap a button on your phone. You had to really want to go get that record.
Also, you have to even now with streaming, there's so many ways to manipulate that. It's crazy. So please, no. Tell your boy you tripping.
I got to get Mo on here so he can
Tripping.
explain himself.
Yeah, I love Maurice.
He is dead set.
I love
10 toes
Maurice,
down.
but he's got some wild takes, man.
How about this? Do it on a day where I'm not here. Because, let me explain. I like Maurice.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't
want
wanna
to
hate
have
him?
that conversation with Maurice. I'd rather just move on
doubt. Yes,
and not
sir.
have to look at him like, man, this dude's crazy.
Wow.
I don't know him, and I'm already like, bro, we need to have a conversation. This is no.
All right, so the Lakers have a new owner, and maybe the new owner will have a larger slice of the team. Maybe not. We might be going to court. There's a whole bunch going on. And at some point, they're going to have to go play some basketball. What does one have to do with the next? That's all coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN. When you're on your way home today, do me a favor. Look around and see how many different Chevy Silverados you're going to see on the freeway on your way home today. It's going to be, you're going to get up to about 10 or 20 before you've even gotten onto the freeway, or shortly thereafter, you're like, all right, Trav, I get the point. Point is, those Chevy Silverados are amazing. And if you've been saying, I really want to go check one of those out, Rotolo Chevrolet is the place to be. They got all the Silverados, all the make, models, and colors at incredible pricing, and that legendary Rotolo customer service. It starts at the top with my friend Mike Capozio, who makes sure that everybody on his team, his son Michael, the general manager Armando Rojo, Julio, my man who I talk baseball and football with every time I go out there, all of those guys just ace it day after day after day to the tune of 14 consecutive Dealer of the Year awards. So if you've been thinking about that new Chevy car truck, get on out to Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. Cannot miss it. You're going to see it up. There it is. Travis said, Sierra Avenue exit, right. You're right in the Rotolo lot. And if you're not in Fontana, if you're not in Riverside or that side of town, no problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And let them know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
USC football.
Fight on.
Miller at the 5. Miller in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. The Trojans kick off the season Saturday, August 29th against San Jose State. Right into a sack. Boom. Down he goes. Dives inside of the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Jake Mayava's done it with his feet again.
Kickoff is at noon.
On your home for Trojan football.
USC football is back this fall on ESPN LA. LA's mega sports station. Fight on.
It's DeMarco Farr and my guy, Attorney Big Al, in studio with me today.
You know, the other thing that people do besides trying to do it themselves, I think, well, wait, we'll just hold on. Not so bad. We'll hold on. They wait a month or 2, 3 months. You call the attorney 3 months later, 6 months later. The insurance company says you really weren't injured. Nothing was wrong with you. So don't do that. If you get in an accident, call 1-800-HURT-123. You have nothing to lose. It doesn't cost you anything. Talk to us. We're here to help you.
1-800-HURT-123 or attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
Being a sports fan in Los Angeles can be unpredictable. Your ice cream shouldn't be. For over 80 years, Thrifty has delivered the exact same legendary experience, right down to our signature cylindrical scoop. It's the brand this city was raised on, and the easiest call you'll make on game day. Skip the debate. Just grab the carton everyone already agrees on. Thrifty Ice Cream, a California classic. Available at most major retailers.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
Thicker.
A little firmer.
A little firmer, a little thicker. And
I
like
like mine a little firmer, too.
Yeah.
DeMarco and Travis continue.
A little thicker, a little firmer.
Here are the guys.
I like that. See? This is why they don't want the Asian pop.
This is them?
This is them.
BTS.
This is BTS.
You got a couple catchy songs.
They do.
Dynamite's pretty good. Yeah.
I
Those
dare
are the
you not to
BTS songs
I like Golden.
Yeah. That's yeah. There we go. Hey.
You probably heard this on a cell phone commercial.
It feels familiar.
Yeah.
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 So they sing in English?
They do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This song.
Yeah. Oh, do they sing others in Korean?
They alternate. They go back and
Okay.
forth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard those.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It all kind of runs together at some point. How was your weekend, DeAndre?
It was good.
Yeah?
Nice and relaxing. Didn't do too
Inside?
much. Yeah, nothing crazy. No.
You didn't get married yet?
No,
That's
not
something
yet.
you just do on a whim on a weekend? Yeah. I feel like
Right.
that takes a little planning to, at least a couple of days leading up to it.
I think he comes back married one day.
Just
like it's on a Monday.
would
just
that
like, hey,
be
it's
something
what
you'd do?
Nah, you guys would definitely know. Like,
Okay.
I'm not just gonna.
By the
come
way,
back.
no disrespect if you
Yeah.
did it. Like that's fine. Like
right.
that's just, hey, yeah, we did it. We
Plenty of
knocked
people
it out.
elope. You know, it happens all
Yeah.
the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Laura, how about you? How was your weekend?
It was really good.
Yeah, did
It
you
was
work?
no,
No.
it was good. I had dinner. Actually, I had dinner with Adam Bronstein yesterday and his wife, so that was nice. And then on Saturday, I don't even remember what I did. I think just shopped.
What'd you get? Shoes.
Some girl math.
No.
Girl math.
Okay. I did not. and I will say it has a lot to do with my boyfriend because he does not let me do girl math when we go shopping together. It was more of like apartment essentials and just kind of being like, I call it señora vibes,
Fun
you know,
day.
like adulting.
Yeah.
So it was just more of like shopping for groceries and like shopping for things. I like to decorate for the holidays. So obviously Halloween's coming up and all this stuff is out. And as much as I try not to shop at Home Goods, I did.
I just bought a new toothbrush holder.
Like the cup looking thing?
You don't just use it like an old coffee mug?
No.
No, I got a little.
Just use an old coffee mug.
What?
I mean, I caught a glimpse of what it looked like.
Yeah. No. Don't ever look down there.
Threw it right
No.
out.
Yeah.
No.
Don't ever look down there.
No.
You can the first time you look down there in the mug or whatever it is, you can put it in the dishwasher and it comes back. And so the second time you're like, just throw this thing
Just
away.
get rid
The
of
one what I saw, you can never get that clean.
Okay, yeah.
That can
straight
never be
into the
clean.
incinerator.
Right in
Do
the
you
trash.
guys do the I have the one that you put in, it has like the UV light or whatever, and it self-cleans it.
Oh, I need that.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
They're awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Worth the money.
How do you dump your toothbrush?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Okay, I have a rule.
Okay.
When the toothpaste is done.
Oh, every toothpaste tube you get?
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Is that a great idea?
That's
Okay,
brilliant.
Okay. All right.
Isn't
That
it
you
every
just
30
opened up
days?
my-
It's supposed to be every 3 months. That
Oh, I thought
That's
30.
about
turn
right.
out your-
That's about right.
Yeah, that makes way too much
Isn't
sense.
that cool?
Yeah.
When it's done, dump it. Okay.
Susan,
There
I
you go.
think, has like a secret slush fund where she's invested in Big Toothbrush.
Okay.
Because in our closet, in our master bedroom, like not even in like a drawer in the bathroom, okay, but in the closet that we share together in our bedroom, there's a drawer that's got at least 60 toothbrushes in it. Like I'm like, what? Why do you need this? Because she'll just, it's like the 5-packs. Like whenever she sees, just throws one in the cart. I'm like, we never need to buy a toothbrush for as long as we live.
Ever.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I love her. I have the electric one, and I have like the refills or
The
whatever,
little heads?
the little heads for mine. But I have a thing of having extra because sometimes people just sleep over and forget.
I get that. And
So
that's
I
a nice
have-
little bonus, but we don't have sleepovers at my house.
Yeah.
Like it's me and her, and sometimes the kids all have their stuff.
No, I have a drawer.
Okay.
I have a drawer with extra toothbrush, like tongue cleaners, like for.
Wow.
I'm weird. Like I like to be prepared.
I did the subscription service for a toothbrush for a while, and then I'm like, why am I paying for a toothbrush every few months? So I was like, that doesn't make sense.
There's
to
this
me.
subscription for.
Oh yeah, like
Yes.
or they send you a new because
The
an electric
vibrating
toothbrush
head thing.
It's like
Yeah.
they send you
Really?
a new head, and like they send you the single A or the double A battery that you
Wow.
put in the toothbrush to make it work. Yeah, every 3 months. It's
I've
like
tried.
clockwork.
I've never
Charging.
tried the tooth. I've done the razors.
Okay.
I've done.
I did razors
the
for a while.
Food, like there's a food delivery
Yeah.
system. I've
Mhm.
done that, and I just never ever.
You get
stay
more
with
than
it.
you need?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
I'm like
right.
all of a sudden I got like a 68 razors. Like I'm never going to go through this many razor blades as long as I live. It's never going to happen ever again. All right, so the Lakers went from Jeanie Buss to Mark Walter to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. And then earlier today, there was a report that the remaining Buss siblings were going to divest of their shares, the remaining, I believe, is 17.8% of the Lakers, that they were going to sell those to the Kushner-Iger group as well. Now, since then, Jeanie Buss has come out and said, hold the phone, no, I do not want to sell, so we'll see whether or not that goes through. But, DeMarco, I think you asked when Ramona was on with us a little bit while ago, like, what does this do for the guys on the court? What does this do for the guys on the bench? What does this do for the guys that are scouting? What does this do for the Rocket sign? Like, there's a lot of internal to Rob Pelinka. What does this do for all of the basketball operations people, not necessarily just the ownership group?
I hope I hope it's galvanizing, but it could be the opposite. Who knows? I mean, last year you had a team full of mercenaries basically on the floor. Guys were on their way out, and they probably knew it.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got a cohesive team on the floor, but everything above you is been turned upside down. I mean, it's got to filter down. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what this team is going to be, how it's going to be coached. Nothing. And this can't be good when you talk about going towards winning.
Does this give them, I don't say excuse, but sort of like a built-in explanation if things go sideways, right? Because there is so much turnover, there's so much turmoil, and sure, maybe we know who's kind of running things, and maybe this is just Rob Pelinka sort of, calling the shots right now. But because there's so much uncertainty, if this team goes bad, and we're talking about them at the All-Star break, and they're just kind of barely hanging on to like a play-in spot, will we look back and be like, Hey, man, this is sort of just a washed-out season just because there's so much going on right now.
I look, there's a couple of different ways I think you could get to that point. Number one would be like whatever happens, we'll reverse engineer an explanation for why it happened, right? That's just kind of the way that we do. Oh, the reason they were good, it's because this, this, and this. Oh, the reason they missed the playoffs, it's because of this, this, and this. That's just kind of how we do it. But before this thing even starts, I think, and I'll speak for myself, you guys tell me if you agree or disagree. One of the things that I was so bullish on for this group was the new ownership coming in, them getting their people in there, and them moving in a direction that at least they saw. We want to do this. We want to do it with Walker Kessler. We want to do it with Luka Doncic. We want to do it with Austin Reeves. And this is how we're going to go about it. And we're going to hire these people to help buttress what we're doing here. And it made sense. Whether it worked or not, who knows? They barely got that plan off the ground before a new group comes in. So if I'm a scout, if I'm a coach, if I'm the general manager, Rob Pelinka, I'm like, well, are we doing this thing that was we started over here? That I'm sure Bob Iger and Josh Kushner have their own ideas of how they'd like to run things. And or if the buses are still here, do they have enough input to kind of, buffer whatever the new guys might want to do? Or is that guardrail completely gone? There are some real questions about who you report to. What do you do? Who's it's just the hierarchy of the whole thing is very muddy.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's sort of the thing is that nobody really knows. I think what is interesting, though, is because before, Mark Walter leaves, you talk about the player moves they make, right? They've got guys signed to some decent length deals, right? I mean, Reeves is here for 4. Luka's got another 3. Walker Kessler at 4. Grimes at 4. Mamu at 4 years. I mean, so
wow, we don't like it, blow it up.
They committed. Wow. The previous ownership group committed to actually kind of trying to build this thing for a few years. But, I don't know what Josh Kushner's thought on team building, roster building is. If it looks bad after a year, do they ship all these guys out and try to start this thing over?
Laura just put this in my ear, and I guess we've all been kind of dancing around it. I do wonder what Luka thinks about all this.
Sure.
I mean, he is the king piece on the chessboard here.
And it's also because
are you guys going to start over again?
Well, this is
my first question.
Yeah.
Fifth ownership group since it was we kind of touched on it last week when we talked about this. And now it's okay, here's another twist and he's another wrinkle in the Lakers situation. And also to Ramona's point, they're all going and team bonding.
Yeah.
So do they just focus on that and shut all the noise out and focus as a team? What do we need to do on that court?
If I'm in Slovenia right now, I'm not worried about this.
Really?
That's why I come back. That's why I come back stateside. Well, I'm taking my time off. I'm doing my thing, and then when we get back stateside, then I'll dive in.
Real quick. Something John said about he mentioned Bob Iger, and he keeps mentioning Bob Iger. I hope the Bob Iger-ness of this whole thing kind of overshadows the other, because if this thing kind of remember what we talked about last week, it turns political. You may turn people off.
Well, here's the thing, and not that Bob Iger doesn't have a lot of money.
Not fans.
Yeah,
players.
I totally understand what you're saying. Josh Kushner's the money in this. He's the money. Iger's got a lot of money, and he's a part of this, but the majority of the funds, from my understanding, is coming from the Kushner portion of this. That he's, if it came down to who's going to be the shot caller, Josh Kushner's got more chips on the board than Bob Iger does, to my understanding.
Right.
Now, Bob Iger has a long, distinguished reputation as a high-level executive, so I know how he knows to move all of these things around. But to your point about Luka, I think it's fascinating because I'm sure Luka and Mark Walter, we've heard the stories about they went out to dinner and they shared a vision of this, that, and the other thing, and they probably maybe sell him is too aggressive of a word, but shared their vision with him and said, this is what we're thinking, this is how we run our shop, and this is why we think these methodologies will translate well here, and we'd like you to, and he could probably, okay, and make a decision. I like it, I don't like it, I'm not quite sure. Well, whatever he heard is gone. Now it's a whole other group of people that he's got to get convinced by.
I mean, I'm a big believer on actions speak louder than words, but Luka did go ahead and he tweeted out as soon as the sale happened, he was already speaking on how he's ready to look, looking forward to meeting, Bob Iger and Josh Kushner. So I understand that portion of it. It's all right, now it's time to just move on. But the only thing is, though, that when Mark Walter did have ownership of the Lakers, we were already thinking of the process of the Dodgerification of all, as far as the Lakers,
all of it.
And it just seems like, okay, Now what is going to be the process now? Because you're stuck with those guys, with Quentin Grimes. You're stuck with Mamu. You're stuck with Colin Sexton. And all of those guys were on player options. So, what is going to be the new model? But also got to look at it as well as that Luka Doncic did sign off. These are the guys that he wanted. This was his team. He wanted Walker Kessler.
Yeah,
so
what if they don't want it?
Right.
He wants it, but what if they don't?
Well, if you're Josh Kushner, do you maybe hop a flight to Slovenia and try to catch up with those guys? I mean, just I know it's not the whole team necessarily, but you got a lot of key pieces there, right? Do you sit down with them and just say, hey, look, I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you're reading. I understand there's a lot of chaos. This is what we have in mind. This is what we're going to do. Not that you're invading on their time, but at least just offering a little bit of clarity, a little bit of peace of mind.
I sold a guy a house in St. Louis. I thought he loved it. I came back 2 months later. He knocked it down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the whole thing. Once you guys signed those papers, it wasn't your house anymore.
It's
his.
Right.
His. He can do whatever. It's like the Carlos Boozer story, right? with Prince, where he rented his house to Prince in Bel Air, I think it was, maybe Brentwood, and his neighbors called him and said, dude, Prince is destroying your house. And he went over there and the whole thing was painted purple. He'd taken down all the bushes and changed all the furniture out. And he's like, I'll put it back. Don't worry. He's like, dude, you've changed the entire. He goes out. It's like no one was ever in there. So wow,
crazy.
Yeah, it's an incredible story. Look, until they start to do basketball thing, I'm talking about the new ownership group. Until they say this guy, not that guy, or fire this guy, or keep this guy, and start. We're guessing. Like with the Walter Group. We were still guessing a little bit, but it was a very educated guess. You knew that they were very slow to move when they came in, and as far as moving on the executive level, Ned Colletti stayed for a little while, Don Mattingly stayed for a little while, and then they brought in Friedman and Roberts, and they haven't touched it since. They're very deliberate about how they go about doing the things once they get the right people. I don't know if Bob Iger's going to be patient like that. I don't know if Josh Kushner's going to be. Maybe they're even more patient. Maybe
a week later, Jeanie bus is out.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we thought.
Well, the bus is but it's just the Lakers. While always dramatic, this is the first time in a long time it's felt kind of messy.
Yeah, actually chaotic. I mean, just uncertain because there was always family drama. There has been for the last few years, but at the end of the day, you always felt like they were still pulling the same direction. Now, there's just no idea what's going on.
I have a question. So I know that DeAndre touched on the tweet about Luka and saying how he's, he wants to meet Bob Iger and Kushner, right? So that means obviously at that point they had not had a conversation with him. Whereas when Mark came in, it seemed like that was the thing. We need to talk to him because he is the face of the Lakers now. He is the person that we're investing in. And it doesn't seem like this new group did that. Is there something to be said about that?
I'm sure it's priority number one, but this is new. This is just happening. This doesn't come together in 3 days.
No chance.
That's what I mean. There's a lot going on here.
No chance.
But I'm sure talking to Luka is going to be part of it.
Oh, if it's not the first line item, it's real close.
Real close.
Real close. All right, speaking of all of this, more Lakers talk coming up in your life later today. Ball Knowers Extreme. Trudell and Geeter are back tonight at 6 o'clock on 710 a.m. and the ESPN LA app. Get ready for a full schedule breakdown, and I'm sure they might touch on some of this stuff as well, only on ESPN LA. Let's go back to the NFL, talk a little backup quarterback situation. Rams have a little quarterback race all of a sudden. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Lions bagels? I could maybe catch a little bit of that. You just call them bagels? Yeah, I think I did.
Where's your head at?
on an everything bagel with some lox and some cream cheese and some capers and some tomatoes. That sounds delicious.
Some good schmear on there.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Schmear that thing.
For sure.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, Sedano here, and summer's here. Everyone's getting together. So why are you still living with those same old floors? Upgrade with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They've got millions of in-stock options, including CoreTech, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in stock and can be installed in a few days. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino off the 5 freeway or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Hey, it's Oral Hershiser. Can you believe I have my name on a building? I can't, but I'm grateful and I'm humbled. And here in Chino at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet, we love Chino. We love the people of this neighborhood, of this community, and the surrounding community, and we are here to serve. We're here to serve the same way I served you on the mound, the way I'm serving you on the microphone, and the way we follow and watch champions and championships.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace. And I'm Ireland. You know, we know Jacob and Ronnie. We've known him for a long time. And most of all, we trust him. Here's the thing. If you get in an accident, within the first 30 seconds, they're going to try and get you to take a deal that isn't in your best interest. Let's talk about some of the red flags that you should be on the lookout for. The insurance companies will rush you to settle. They'll record all your conversations. They'll downplay your pain. They'll delay any payment that you have coming, and they blame you early. If you call Jacob at 800-345-6789, none of that happens.
No, count on Jacob. If you can count, you can get to Jacob. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
One specific request. I don't have to pay attention, care, or try.
Yes. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Hey, this is Prince.
It is.
Playing Delirious. I used to love this song. I get delirious. There we go.
Is Drake the Prince of the 21st century?
No. Another thing you
best
said,
concert I've ever been to was Prince concert.
The best one you've ever seen?
Best show I've ever seen.
Where was it?
The Forum.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
He did that string of like 28 shows where they thought they were going to close the Forum. So he did like 28 shows where he waived the Ticketmaster fee and just charged you the ticket price. I think it was like $35. I paid more for parking at the Forum than I did for actual tickets. Best show I've ever been.
Way to go, Prince.
I've heard that I don't know if I've seen a concert at the Forum. I've heard it's an amazing venue.
Yeah,
great.
I've seen a couple shows there. So Janet Jackson there a couple times.
Oh,
yeah.
You know he fumbled the bag with Janet.
You didn't have to bring that up.
Yeah, he did though.
Just leave it right where it's at.
He sure did.
I was stunned.
Caught off guard.
guard.
Look, nobody bats 1,000.
That's it.
Sometimes you miss.
Shohei.
Swinging
at a wall.
Even Shohei strikes out, you know?
Yeah.
Shohei could take a pitch.
Yeah.
Just take one.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
It'll come.
I know.
It's just frustrating.
Here's the it's funny. I want to get to the quarterbacks here in a second, but it really is both frustrating, and then you have that moment of clarity where you're like, Travis, what are you doing? Like when you see him, like, well, it's like, what's he? He knows what he's doing.
I just want to fast forward to that part.
Yeah. It's like he'll figure it out. They will all figure it out. They'll all be.
The problem
just
is
fine.
you need him now to be that guy.
Yeah, they all kind of need to be that guy right now. They're just they're scuffling. It happens, and it's happened way too long. But they'll come out of it on the other side. What did you think? We talked a little bit about Ty Simpson a minute ago. What did you think of what you saw to Stetson Bennett in the limited time that he was out there?
Let's see. He was 4 of 6 for 38 yards. His passer rating was about 84. I thought he was okay. I thought Ty Simpson again, Stetson Bennett was out there with the first unit, the Chiefs' first unit defense. It's going to be a little bit different. your time to throw and process is going to be sped up. But I thought he handled that pretty good. Remember, he's on the road.
Yeah.
And it's the first preseason game. It wasn't packed in there, but, I mean, they're going to put some heat on you. I thought he handled that just fine. So, but I thought that Ty Simpson acquitted himself very, very well, enough for me to say, if you can do that, let me put you with the first unit offense for a little while. Let me see if you can run this unit. Mm-hmm. Let me see if you can command these guys, not just the second team. But, yeah, I thought Stetson was good. I mean, he didn't – both quarterbacks, like I keep bringing up Cleveland and everyone else, some teams struggled with turnovers in preseason game number 1. These guys were clean. 2 touchdown passes, no picks. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a great job by the Rams being prepared for week 1 and a great job by the quarterbacks executing game plan.
Yeah, I mean, I think to your point, because after watching that game, was like, my thought process was, well, it just makes sense to sort of have him flip-flop in terms of where we see them, to have Ty Simpson come out, start next week, see what he does, and then have Stetson Bennett, wherever, take over in the late second quarter, start of the third quarter, whatever it's going to be. I know that Sean McVay, at least to my knowledge, hasn't said anything about that yet, but at least that was kind of where I was headed with this too, because I think, look, you spent the number 13 overall pick on the guy, right? You don't expect him to play this year, knock on wood, but you did make a significant draft capital investment in him. It makes sense to start moving him up the depth chart and seeing, what happens, 2 years from now. Like, does he look like somebody who could potentially be ready to take over when Matt Stafford finally hangs him up?
I think you'll be able, if he keeps going the way he's going, I think you'll be with some other pieces. And think about this. If he does take over for Stafford in a few years,
mm-hmm.
you'll have a starting caliber quarterback because he's been in the system 2 years, and then you have him under control for the next 2,
mm-hmm.
where you can build your roster around him like everyone does before you have to pay your starter. You're on the right side of NFL economics when you have a quarterback on his first contract. So you'll have a guy that's sat for 2 years that should know the offense. And like you said, week 1 went really good. Let's see what he does in week 2.
I think that's it, and see how it looks in week 2. Flip the roles, right? Give him the more challenging role this time. If starting the game is a little more challenging than coming in after and getting, going against the A's is different than going against the B's. It just is. So let's flip it and see if it looks roughly the same, because I think I still don't know the answer to the question that if they're in Australia and Matthew Stafford rolls out, gets hit, twists his knee, and he's not going to miss the season or anything like that, but he can't play right now. Is it 13 coming in off the bench, or is it Stetson Bennett?
Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
Right now, I think McVay's actually said that. If something happens, God forbid, Stetson Bennett's the backup.
Okay.
But I think Ty Simpson just got a little bit closer.
How do you beat a guy out when you're, like, the depth? You know what I mean? Like, because neither of these guys, I understand, like, if you're depth on the O-line or the defensive line or corner, you actually get to play.
Right.
Like, you get some snaps out there and you get to do it. But
it's a great quote, yeah.
second and third string quarterbacks, I know they get reps in practice, but not a ton.
I think I threw this away. This is a great
So how do you
quote.
make that determination?
Well, this came from Stetson Bennett's own mouth. You have to play football to get better at football. That makes total sense, right? But I would say this. NFL economics always went out. NFL politics also went out. He was drafted number 113 overall. So if it's even, he gets the job.
Sure.
If it's close, he gets the job. Stetson has to win it by a mile. Ty Simpson only has to get close, and he'll be the guy. That's how that goes. But the only way to make it fair is put him in with the first unit guys. Put him out there first to see how he does.
The ball didn't land in the other team's hands. And looking around the rest of the league, and I get it, there's a million extenuating circumstances, but that's at least a good jumping off point. You can join DeMarco and myself this Thursday, the 20th, August 20th, live at Legends Attic in Claremont, one of my favorite spots to go to. Dalton Rushing is going to be there. He's going to make an appearance, as well as our pal Oral Hershiser. Dave Hobrick will be out there doing his amazing art and plenty more. That is this Thursday, 3 to 6 at Legends Attic. Come on out and hang out with us.
I got one thing to say about the Dodgers and Dalton Rushing in particular, right? Didn't we get on his neck for being immature?
Yes.
Showing too much emotion.
Yes.
And we're on Kyle Tucker's neck for not.
Give me Dalton Rushing 100 out of 100 times. I'd much rather have a guy go, hey, hold on, bring it down a little bit, than have to go, dude, will you get your ass out of first gear and please give me some sort of heat? Like Dalton Rushing being a crazy person, and I mean that as a compliment. Like his passion is contagious, and you can tell like his teammates like, dude, take it easy, like it's good. Like Kyle Tucker's just sitting there by himself. No one's even paying attention to him.
But it goes back to your fiddlesticks about coaching effort too, though, right? Like you don't have to tell Dalton Rushing to go out and go 115%. Like you don't, right? Like Kyle Tucker, it's like I need something from you.
I would make them roommates on the road.
There'd be a fight.
No doubt.
And it would happen pretty quickly. A little tip or no tip is coming up next.
All right, something big is coming, not just me. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans just like us. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means California, from Texas to Florida. Every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. So get pumped for that. And get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers, you can sign up with code LA710, spend just $5 to get $150 in rewards in 14 days. That's code LA710. Write that down. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Don't forget that. DKNG.co/predictions promo nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state. Good luck out there.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
The Black and Gold fell to San Diego FC at BMO Stadium over the weekend. What's happening? It's Mario Reeves. I'm going to react to that loss and quickly turn to the next match in Colorado. I got Rapids radio voice Connor Cape joining me to preview Wednesday night's matchup. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your own schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job. It's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at GlobeLifeCareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball.
He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. New episodes available now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's around 4:45 in the Southland on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. You know what that means. It's time for Tip or No Tip, presented by attorney Big Al. Tip or No Tip with producer Laura. Tip or No Tip, presented by attorney Big Al. If you get in an accident, tip the scale in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. Don't go at it alone. Call 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Or visit attorneybigalca.com. And now, with Tip or No Tip, here's producer Laura.
Thanks, Chris. All right, because we have Marcus Grant and you, Trav, and Marcus did your fantasy football pick last week at Morongo.
How'd it go?
I think okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're not going to know the results.
No,
I mean, we
got to play the season out.
Okay, I want to sure.
We have to figure it out once the season goes. But this is something that one of the reasons why I don't do fantasy football is the punishment. And this one came across my feed, and I thought it was hilarious. Brutal, but hilarious. After losing his league, this guy had to dress up as the very hungry caterpillar and eat every food the caterpillar eats in the book. So his wife comes up, and he's like, I suck at fantasy football. He's doing the whole thing. And I was like, wow, I don't know what I would think if that's my husband and I'm coming, waking up to that. But tip or no tip, the punishments are just getting out of hand for fantasy football.
I'm going to go no tip. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems,
if you're signing up, let's go.
Well, honestly, that seems kind of tame. I mean, like, I've read the book. Like, he eats like a...
What does he eat? I'm trying to remember.
It's like a watermelon.
Watermelon.
It's
like fruit.
Apple.
Yeah.
Like, there's like... He doesn't eat it all in one day because
he's in the ghetto.
The caterpillar took a week to eat all of it.
Yeah.
No, he's eating it in like a sitting, but he's also in the full caterpillar ghetto.
That's the thing. It's nothing gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look, as long as the rules are crystal clear before you start and you want to go in there, go ahead.
I saw the guy that the average dude they made enter a bodybuilding contest.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh no!
One of my sons had whoever finished last had to go do 5 minutes at an open mic.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of people who have to like go take the SATs.
Yeah.
Oh, like
wow.
like you're like 40-something years old. You were these high school kids taking the SATs. I've heard about that.
Yeah, but that
is
would
there
be,
a limit on
but,
what?
Like, okay, but if I don't care what my result, I can just go in there and I'm done. Like, all right, that's a piece of cake. But going up on stage with like, is this thing on?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, before you became a professional, what's the worst thing you had to do when you lost? Or have you ever lost?
I've never had to do a punishment. Like, one league I was in, this wasn't really much of a punishment. Like, you had to get pelted with water balloons, but it was Fresno in August. I'm like, this seems like...
Yeah, that's all right.
That's not really a punishment.
Doing
that seems like a reward sort of thing.
Wow.
I've seen the ones like you have to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House, and every waffle you eat, you get a half hour off or something like that.
I like that.
I saw that with McDonald's, where you had to spend 24 hours in a McDonald's, and like every 10 McNuggets you eat would take an hour off the clock.
You have to spend the day at
I did see one where like
the
champion of your league told the loser, like, you have to get a tattoo, and the champion got to dictate what it was. And that seems a little extreme, because I don't want anything permanently on my body.
Right.
You know?
I'm thinking more like sandwich board with something written on
it.
So I did have to wear, it wasn't like a season-long thing, but it was like a weekly thing we did, or I had to wear one of those inflatable sumo suits. And I was like, I was standing out on Washington Boulevard in Culver City in front of the network, like waving to people, waving to cars.
Oh, that's good.
I spent a good hour standing out there, like waving to people, because I had a bad week in fantasy.
That's great.
That's actually pretty good. I would want, like, the only reason I would want to do a fantasy with us, because I feel like we would do something fun and I would not get a tattoo dictated by anybody.
Oh, no.
But I think we would come up with something that's fun. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's nothing out of pocket that's going to get us in trouble or fired, like, between us. You know what I mean?
Yes. If there's a punishment attached to it, I'm taking the game seriously.
Here's the Caterpillar Saturday feast. Piece of chocolate cake, ice cream cone, pickle, Swiss cheese, salami, lollipop, cherry pie, sausage, cupcake, watermelon. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. That's a lot, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot, but like, you know.
Like Tuesday.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing. It's better than spending 24 hours. And I love Waffle House, but it's better than spending 24 hours in a Waffle House.
Absolutely.
I would pick Waffle House, definitely. Oh, yeah.
You're different than the rest
come
of
on.
us.
I irrationally love Waffle House.
Me too.
I do.
Give me the grits.
I
Is
love
it the
it.
All-Star?
I don't know. I'm a hash brown guy.
Yeah.
Scattered, smothered, covered, and chunked.
Oh.
With the onions, the ham, and the cheese. Oh, yeah, man.
See?
The whole thing.
See? There you
Yeah,
go.
right?
The man knows. Let's go.
That was pretty good.
Okay, so this one I also saw on Twitter, and it got my attention. So Vladimir Guerrero has gone one full year without hitting a regular season home run in Toronto.
Wild.
Okay?
Without what?
Hitting a home run in Toronto
He hasn't hit a home run in his home ballpark in
in a year.
Wow.
And he, by the way, he's been playing. It's not like he's missed a lot of time.
been hurt.
He's playing. He's just not hitting. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year. So tip or no tip, if you are a Toronto fan, you kind of just gave up.
Wow. How does that happen?
Because baseball is weird?
That is an extreme example of how weird it is. Look, all right, I'm just going to say it because I believe this to be true. Vladimir Guerrero is a very, very fine baseball player. Vladimir Guerrero has also battled his weight basically his entire career. And if you give somebody $500 million who's battling their weight, buckle up for whatever may happen next. I'm not saying that his weight is directly related to the power outage. I'm just saying that it gives me a little bit of a pause. This is an incredibly talented player. No home runs. It's the middle of August.
Yeah.
None? That's
Zero.
nuts.
It is unfathomable. And at least as of a little while ago, I'd have to check again, but like at one point he had more home runs last postseason than he'd had at all during this regular season. I'm not sure if he's matched that or what.
You think about it, like Tucker fell off a cliff.
He had 8 home runs last postseason. He has 7 home runs this year.
That's crazy. Guerrero fell off a cliff. We were just talking about during the break. Cal Raleigh hit 60 home runs last year. Cal Raleigh has 51 hits this year.
Wow.
Like, it just, some of these guys that you give all this money to, Raleigh to get a new deal, but it's just, that's what makes Ohtani and Freeman and Judge and Trout and those guys, that they really never have real fluctuations over long stretches of time. So incredibly remarkable.
He can't be washed, right? Guerrero?
They better hope not. They just gave him a 14-year deal for $500 million.
But how old is he? He can't be.
I mean, he's probably.
I mean, this is documented. We know how old he is,
30?
right?
Like, I don't
Born
think he's
in Canada, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's 30. Yeah.
Wow.
He's 27 years old.
27. Okay.
He just turned 27 this year.
Good luck.
That's wild. When I saw that, I had to like double check because it just seemed incorrect.
Signed through 2039.
Wow.
Look, not to turn everything into a Dodger thing, but watch me turn this into a Dodger thing. This is why what the Dodgers have done is so remarkably unusual. Because, look, Guerrero is a really nice player. They decided to pay him, and boom, it's a disaster. You look, and the Blue Jays are floundering for most of the season. They may backdoor a playoff spot because the American League stinks. But you look at these other teams that they pop up, they give the Dodgers a little bit of run, and they drop right back down. They're right back out of it. That they're in the middle of the fight year after year. Now, they don't win it every year, but that they're in a position to win it every year is really something else.
Okay, so I thought when I saw this that it was a dog running through West Hollywood. I don't know if you guys saw that, but a pig was running through the streets of West Hollywood, and an e-bike person was going after them, videotaping this little piggy. It looks like a little dog. It's actually really cute. But tip or no tip, if you guys saw a pig running down the street, you would try to help the pig out.
Yes, tip. I would try to help the little piggy. I think
cute.
I think piggies are cute. What did they say?
What would you do to help?
I would try to corral it. I mean, have you seen the video?
No.
I would love to see video of you chasing a pig.
But this little thing it was not going to be caught.
This feels like Rocky chasing the chicken. Like, I would love to see this.
I said I would help. Somebody else is going to have to get out there and help me, but I try to help the little pig. Pigs are cute.
Yeah, I'm out.
You're not.
Honestly, I would probably be like, wait, is that a pig? Like, I would drive by it and be like, is that what is that? Is that a pig? Like,
smart, man.
That'd be it.
You know?
I'm trying to find the. Well, I have it on my computer.
I see a
but
picture of it.
It's funny.
Where did it come from?
Don't know.
Is it somebody's pet?
I'm guessing it's got to be somebody's pet that escaped.
It got out and just ran around.
There was that whole pot-belly pig moment. Where a lot of people had those.
I think it's one of those.
The little guinea. My brother had, or we had at the house. Cause I have 2 autistic brothers, and I mentioned this. And one of them loves animals. He wanted the little guinea pig and a hamster, and I thought it was I was like, oh, they're kind of similar. They're very different. And the hamster, for whatever reason, would just not survive. And we would have to keep buying new ones so he wouldn't know. And Mom was like, all right, man, I'm done. Like, I can't keep replenishing in the middle of the night these hamsters.
Aren't hamsters like $1.75 each?
Something like that.
No, but it's not the money. It's the fact that we had to keep it a secret.
You got to get another brown one with a white spot.
Yeah, you had
exactly.
you had to get one that matched.
That's
and
funny.
Eventually, he figured out it wasn't matching.
Just slightly south of PETA Fanatic. Just a little bit below.
Yeah.
I will help an animal, in distress. except on the freeway.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not stopping on the freeway.
I've tried.
Yeah.
Like the dogs that jump out.
I'm not putting you at risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I could help the pig, I'll help the pig. I wouldn't just drive by Marcus. How dare you?
I would.
Somebody's pet, man. It could be Wilbur. Come on.
Okay, one more for you guys. So this is really cool. A 6-year-old opened her first pack of cards, the top cards, and found a 1-of-1 Shohei Ohtani autograph card.
Wow.
So cool. Obviously, she's 6 years old. I don't know. It doesn't say how much the card is worth. But if you are the parent of such kid, tip or no tip, you would claim this card as your own.
Like my kid found it?
Yeah.
No, it's there. I mean, I would put it away for safekeeping, but it's the kid's card.
No,
but you
that's
bought
Dad's
the pack.
card. I drove. I gave you the money.
You bought the pack.
Of course.
No, I'm with Marcus. I would put it away. And look, if it's a 1-of-1 Ohtani, that's probably got some value. And if that can pay for the college education down the road, then we're going to do that. I'm not going to give it to them on their 12th birthday so they can go buy, sparklers and bubble gum.
Right.
But we will use that money for them when it comes time to do it.
Fair enough. That's what I mean. Yes, absolutely.
But they don't get to go stick it in their bike spokes and,
But if you get an
motorcycle.
offer for said card, big money, stupid money, and kid says, no, it's mine.
No, we're gonna be
have
the
a conversation.
financial advisor.
We're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah. But whatever the return is on the code, let's say you say it got $100,000. Okay,
Yeah.
that $100,000 goes into a 529. We're gonna let that sucker grow, and we're gonna
Absolutely.
pay for your tuition.
We're on the same page.
Yes.
Okay.
My thing is, if I bought it, it's mine. We can split it later.
That works with like a pack of Skittles, right?
Yeah.
Like I do the dad tax thing on some Sour Patch Kids.
French fries,
Yeah,
number one.
exactly.
Number one.
I'll dad tax that, but the card, I bought the pack for you. You found the card. It's your card.
Are you like mob boss dad tax? Because I am.
What
I get
mob
my
boss?
taste first.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
get
yeah.
my taste
No, that's
first.
fine.
There you go.
Wait, I get it when I want it.
There you go.
If I want it, if I want it first, I'll take it first. If I'm comfortable waiting, I can wait. But
I can't with you.
When I'm ready, that's when it
There
happens.
we go. Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
that looks pretty good. Bring that over here. Yeah. Just one of those. And then you get the same. Go ahead.
I know.
Yeah, I was going to. I wasn't asking for permission.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget, you can join DeMarco and I this Thursday, August 20th, live at Legends Attic in Claremont. Dalton Rushing is going to be there. Oral Hershiser is going to be there. Dave Hobrick and his amazing art. He will be there, and lots more. That's this Thursday, 3 to 6 at Legends Attic. All right. The Clippers, or at least Steve Ballmer, is not in the box at the moment. We'll get into that coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
It's DeMarco Farr, my guy, attorney Big Al, in studio with me today.
The other things that people do besides trying to do it themselves, I think, well, wait, we'll just hold on. Not so bad. We'll hold on. They wait a month or 2, 3 months. You call the attorney 3 months later, 6 months later. The insurance company says you really weren't injured. Nothing was wrong with you. So don't do that. If you get in an accident, call 1-800-HURT-123. You have nothing to lose. It doesn't cost you anything. Talk to us. We're here to help you.
1-800-HURT-123 or attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
Rams preseason football is back, and the countdown to kickoff is officially underway. Get your first look at new additions like Myles Garrett and Trent McDuffie, alongside stars Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua. To experience every game live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and exclusive stadium event pre-sales, explore Rams season tickets today. Visit therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of this season's action and get your Rams season tickets now.
Being a sports fan in Los Angeles can be unpredictable. Your ice cream shouldn't be. For over 80 years, Thrifty has delivered the exact same legendary experience, right down to our signature cylindrical scoop. It's the brand this city was raised on, and the easiest call you'll make on game day. Skip the debate. Just grab the carton everyone already agrees on. Thrifty Ice Cream, a California classic. Available at most major retailers.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Like, how much could you really love the Lakers if you flipped it like a property?
Right. I mean, this was a business transaction. This was not about where your heart is. And that's what Mark Walter seemingly did. He flipped the Lakers. Wasn't married to the Lakers.
Yeah.
It was an investment.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
Have you slept in silk pajamas yet?
No.
Try it.
Really?
You'll be like, what was I thinking?
Really?
Yeah.
You are hanging out with a Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You guys like silk, right?
Was in here the other day and we were talking about the Woboba, that ball that bounces on the water and playing catch with your boys.
Oh, yeah,
right?
I do remember that.
So my youngest and I, we went down to the beach on Saturday. We took the Woboba and we're like, let's go in there and just kind of fire it back and forth. And it was great. It was warm and the water was warm and it was just a beautiful day. We're having a great time. So we're throwing the ball back and forth and we're kind of in the surf, in the water. I don't know, maybe waist deep, not nothing crazy,
Okay.
enough to be able to stand and fire the ball back and forth and try to catch the goofy hops off the water.
Like Jaws.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Michael throws one and it hits away and it kind of just goes haywire and and at the same time a wave comes in and it's like going back up, so it catches the ball and then the balls start going.
Oh boy.
So I start swimming after the ball and
West?
away from the beach.
You're swimming west
I'm
now.
swimming west.
Okay.
Yes. Away from the beach or west. And you've heard me say this. I'm terrified of the ocean. Okay,
I'm surprised you went after it.
It was 20 feet away. Okay, and
I
I'm
thought
like,
you'd go, Wilson.
no.
I'm
So
sorry.
I start swimming after it, and all of a sudden, I realize I'm in a little bit of a rip. Right. So and it's like it's happened before. I know how to deal with it. It's like just keep going and go around, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, and then I see that the waves are coming in. I'm like, I'm just going to catch this wave and kind of come back in a little bit. And I'm the terrible body surfer, but I know how to protect myself in the ocean.
Yeah.
So I'm in there, and the big waves are coming in. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep going, under, keep going, wait for them to flatten out a little bit, and then I'll just kind of make my way back to the beach. So I'm just waiting for this set of waves to come over, and the second wave goes by underneath. Third wave comes by underneath. Next thing I know, I come up. There's a lifeguard right next to me. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
"Whoa,
yeah, I'm fine."
You got rescued?
No. He looks at me and goes, "You're good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He goes, "Okay," and he turns around and he goes right back in. I'm like, that guy got here fast. Like I never even saw him. He just comes in and he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he's like, "Okay," and right back in. And I got the Woboba back.
You got
Nice.
the Woboba back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I sent you guys a video, and I also sent it to John.
No.
How would you guys handle this situation? So it's a guy who's fishing and got an octopus
no.
and
I
he's
saw
like
this,
stuck
yeah.
in. I think I had shown it to you last week and
Yeah.
forgot to talk about it. How would you guys handle that moment of like having an octopus just like sucking all over your face?
I wouldn't handle it
Definitely
properly.
Not as calmly as this gentleman is right here.
No,
like
I'd be headbutting.
he has a
everything
plan
in
of
sight.
attack. Like I would have freaked the bleep
When he
out.
takes the club and starts to kind of whack at it to get it off of his face.
Oh
that-
my God,
yeah.
that's like a scene from Alien.
No, that's deeply upsetting.
Absolutely not.
That's very, very
Oh,
upsetting.
Absolutely
God, why
not.
did you send me that?
I
Ah.
Googled it because I wanted to know, like, does it hurt, right? Because it looks super painful. But
I bet it does.
No, it says it just feels slimy and like little suction
I
cups.
imagine it just feels kind of sticky and
And
like
yeah.
whatever. But like
That it doesn't hurt you. It just doesn't actually.
The only
I
thing
would
know
not
about
want it.
octopuses, they're delicious.
They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very, very good.
very
tasty.
good.
Absolutely.
You have to be can't overcook them. They get a little rubbery. You undercook them, they're kind of. But when they're in
I
that
like 'em
sweet
chewy.
spot,
I like them chewy.
I'm just watching this. I'm watching this over and over. Like this doesn't look like the first time this guy has dealt with something like this.
It's not his first octopus fight.
Probably the same one.
He probably goes back to his wife. You're not going to believe it happened again.
Same guy.
It happened. Stupid octopus out of the water right on my face. So apparently, according to ESPN, the Clippers, or at least Steve Ballmer, that there is no evidence that he funneled money to Kawhi Leonard in circumvention of the salary cap. That Steve Ballmer did not funnel money to Kawhi Leonard in circumvention
No evidence.
of the salary. No evidence.
No
of
evidence.
It,
Oh,
right?
okay.
There was a very funny that the failure to supervise is still being investigated. So does this mean that they're like, look, we're not going to tag one of the most high-profile owners in the league. We got to do something to somebody, so we're going to keep looking for a fall guy in this whole thing, because to think that this is just going to be like, nothing to see here, can they really just walk away from this thing?
I don't think they can. I mean, and
Really?
it feels like the way you talk about it, right? Like he's maybe not guilty, but you're sort of liable kind of thing, right? And I think it's interesting that the way it was worded, that there's no evidence that Steve Ballmer funneled money to Kawhi Leonard, but that leaves open the room for somebody did something wrong. We're just not pinning it on the owner of the Clippers.
Right. Saying
That's
there's
all.
no evidence of is not the same as they didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah, there's just no evidence, which means it's probably gone. Or somebody, I don't know. I mean, do you need your pound of flesh here? Because I've been asking this for a while.
Well, I would like to see the rules be enforced.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Okay.
I think there needs to be something there, because here's the other thing. If not, Bob Iger, get to work. Let's go.
Right.
That's my other point.
Yeah, look, if nothing happens, then clearly there is no salary
But that's
cap.
my other point. I mean, sometimes when you get reactions like this, it kind of tells me maybe other teams are doing it.
Maybe.
And it's kind of, hey, look, clean up your act. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, but the other thing is, I think it's what John Ireland said. How do you punish a guy like Steve Ballmer?
Picks. You can't. There's no financial disincentive for him. You cannot penalize him financially. Doesn't exist. He's a billionaire 100 times over. So you don't do that. But what you can do is you can hurt his
dock
basketball
them.
team.
Okay.
You can make his basketball team suffer the squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, I think you don't. Maybe other teams are doing it. Who knows? But you don't need the appearance of the NBA looking like the SEC with no-show jobs, right? I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to.
But I was thinking about this in terms of just commissioners, and does this fall on Adam Silver? It's Adam Silver, right?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
You saw me have to go into my David Silver is Donna Martin's boyfriend. Adam Silver's the commissioner
of the NBA. Okay, so the NBA has a regular season problem. They tried to fix it with the in-season tournament. I don't think that's working. The other leagues sell rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA sells individuals.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of comes and goes. Does what the Clippers did and the lack of punishment kind of fall on Adam Silver's head?
Yes,
you're not in control of things?
If this just kind of goes by the board, let's just, and hypothetically speaking, some staffer somewhere is the one that ultimately takes the fall for this, and he loses his job or she loses her job or whoever it is, and a second-round pick gets pulled off the board, then yes, I would look at Adam Silver as what are you doing, man? You just gave a green light to the other 29 teams to go do whatever you want, and just make sure you just put a stooge in the middle of it, so when the whole thing hits the fan, that stooge goes down.
You're telling me you don't really care.
Right, right. That you're telling me that these rules aren't really the rules, because the way that it looks from everything that I've understood is this money got funneled to a place that it wasn't supposed to go, or at least for reasons that he didn't fulfill, whether that's promotional or planting trees or whatever it is. But if it's just green light go, then let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is to at least try and, if not actual fairness, the appearance of fairness, right? That you have a salary cap, you have this salary structure that you have to agree to. Now all of a sudden we're talking about taking elite level all-star type players. We're gonna on paper pay you the minimum, but we're gonna funnel things around through these other companies that are sponsors of the team, and now we're going to introduce you to these sponsors, and you're gonna the whole thing. Just again, it's it's the star quarterback at an SEC school getting the no-show job at a car dealership. I mean, that's what it's turning into.
But I agree with you, DeMarco. It does feel like the NBA is still – it's a great league, and it's very popular, but it does feel like there's some stuff going on that with David Stern around, we would not be dealing with the same sort of issues.
I agree with that. You can't knock they're making money.
Yeah.
They've made money off the TV deals.
By billions.
By tons of money, but it just seems like they're a little discombobulated in certain areas. Or maybe not what we're used to. I guess it is the Stern of it all.
The interesting thing about the NBA, and I don't know if this is a bad thing, but it's the reality of it. The drama of the NBA is the story of the NBA until we get to the playoffs.
Yep.
Like then when the playoffs start, we talk about the basketball.
Right.
When the playoffs start, how are you going to guard this guy? This guy's not shooting the ball well. This coach needs to make this adjustment. But up until there, it's trade, it's drama, it's interpersonal relationships, it's the league, it's all of that stuff.
It's the most online league, right? I mean, when one of your biggest stars in Kevin Durant has a Twitter burner and he's like taking pot shots at his own teammates, right? Like it is the league that most lends itself to random conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It is the league where it is kind of its running soap opera from October till, March or April, and then all right, now we got the sprint to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through
that's
this
awesome.
until
Like
June.
we all enjoy
That's how
that.
it works.
Who's the baseball equivalent of Kevin Durant?
Ooh,
Mookie. I'm talking just pure like capabilities.
That would have a burner account.
Well, stick with me.
Okay.
Like Kevin Durant, deadlock cinch Hall of Famer, one of the great players of his generation. Like take all of the social media stuff and wait on it for a second. Is it Mookie?
Okay,
Mookie. Juan Soto.
Juan Soto's interesting.
Juan Soto, because another guy who's high-level Hall of Famer, hasn't really stuck in any one place
I like
for a
that.
while.
I like
he's
that.
bounced around to a bunch of different teams.
How great would it be if you found out Juan Soto had a burner account and he was just burning down his teammates every night? That would be amazing.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, when he was with the Mets, it would have made perfect sense, right? Him just running down,
just all of them.
Just
how do you
running.
think that would go over in a clubhouse?
Poorly.
You think? Oh my
Poorly.
God. Wow.
Yeah.
What's funny too? I mean, there's when Jim Bouton wrote Ball 4 all those years ago, it was so controversial. Like you read Ball 4 now, it's so tame compared to what we know.
You know what I need to do now? I need to go reread Ball 4.
Ball 4.
I'm good about every 10 years to check it out again. It's the first ever tell-all book.
Do you think Adam Silver could institute a dress code in the NBA?
The way David Stern did?
Are we a different society now?
I don't. It's an interesting question.
Like David Stern did.
Could he just muscle it through? Are you asking?
It's
probably.
You think so?
I do, but I also don't think he would ever try to do. He's collaborative. Like he does not move unilaterally very often. He builds a consensus. Like Stern gave zero fiddlesticks.
Zero.
Yeah, like he just powered through.
Wait, do you want to see
entire
suit and tie?
I'm just like. When David Stern, when they had a dress code, an NBA dress
When they stopped
code,
the baggy T-shirts and the jeans and all that sort of thing.
Everybody did it except for Allen Iverson.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Dress code?
Dress code. We're talking about dress code.
All right. The AP college football poll is out, and it's dominated by two groups. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Hey, something big is coming. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals. Huge. I like that. Exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. Tick, tick, tick. All roads lead to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means California, from Texas to Florida, every fan is in on the excitement. Yay. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. So remember this date. September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. So get pumped up and get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code LA710. Write that down, LA710. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions. CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions do apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim. Issued non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. DKNG.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions. and free-to-play sports contest availability varies by state. Good luck.
And so much happening in Lakerland. Need more Lakers talk in your life? The Ball Knower Extreme Duo, Mike Friedel and Geeter McGee are back tonight at 6 p.m. on 7:10 a.m. and the ESPN LA app. Get ready for a full schedule breakdown by Trudell only on ESPN LA.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Is it conceivable that one ultra-rich guy calls another ultra-rich guy and just says, hey, this may sound completely crazy. What would you think about selling the Lakers to us?
100% very possible. I think, if anything, it will be a similar outlook to what we had previously about these are guys that are going to be willing to spend in the margins, and they're going to do whatever's best for adding the stuff in the uncapped areas, front office, coaching staff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you're also led by a guy in Bob Iger. And look, maybe I'm biased because I've been around him a little bit. You know, he was the boss around here. But I know for a fact that he is a monster NBA fan. This is someone who truly loves the sport of basketball.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Win big every week on the official Lakers app. This is your chance to win autographed items from your favorite players, the best Lakers clothing pieces in the game, and so much more. Lakers app drops happen every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific. All you have to do is have the official Lakers app downloaded and enter the sweepstakes once each drop is live. Make sure to have it downloaded now and tap in the notifications to ensure you get your entry in. Download the Lakers app for free now.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
Coach Sean McVay joins us right now. Coach, great to see you. How you feeling?
I feel good.
Okay, I've been told I need to get you to say something.
Yeah, what do you need me to say?
I need you to say, whose house? Rams house.
Oh, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Whose house? Rams house.
There you go. Hey,
I'm
Sean.
Ron Burgundy.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube. You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
Do your ears work?
They do work. No,
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
Trav, I got one question. You were in the minors?
I mean, I didn't play. I was a broadcaster.
Oh, I thought he played the minors for a minute.
No, I was a broadcaster.
Did you hear him say minors?
Yeah, but
I was in the minors.
Just his play-by-play.
He and I have talked about this.
I was about to
before, so like,
geek out. Wow, okay. Wow.
Talking about old school coaches that would smoke on the field.
Yeah.
Just tremendous.
Just pretend like, cup their hands and try to hide the cigarette as though it's like either you're smoking a cigarette or your hand is on fire. Like, what are we doing here?
The links guys would go to hide the fact that they're smoking used to crack me up. Just go ahead, man.
I saw a picture in my Instagram feed last night. It's for whatever reason, the algorithm has decided I need an extraordinary amount of Larry Bird content, which, by the way, I'm here for. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's a picture of him at Boston Garden after a game in the locker room at the Garden. Like, he's still in his Celtics uniform. He's got two enormous bags of ice on his knees, another one on one of his shoulders, and he's just ripping Bud Heavies. He's just going right through Bud Heavies in the locker room. Like, that is just tremendous work. I got a quick one for you guys. I didn't say anything, but here I had an interesting moment. I went to Starbucks this morning to get a coffee for my drive up here, and I'm standing in the line, and the guy in line right in front of me, and I don't know how to say this, so he was a dead ringer for the Night Stalker.
Ooh. Oh.
Like,
Richard Ramirez.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, to the point where I'm like, this has to be some sort of, distant relationship or something. So unbelievably similar looking to Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, who was, I think everybody, a serial killer here in the 80s.
That dude terrified me, man.
Oh, I grew up in Arcadia. He got two people in Arcadia. So that was real scary.
I would have freaked out if I saw a dude like that.
Do you say something to somebody about that? Like, hey, you know who you look like?
Yeah, Travis. I feel like there's no way to really broach that.
Probably not.
I didn't say anything, but I'm just looking at this guy. Goes, I can't be the first person that's ever thought this guy was like the Night Stalker.
Do you know who you look like?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you kind of look like.
I can care less how you take it. Are you his relative? Do I need to worry about you?
I was doing this one.
Yeah, right. Keep him in front of you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I knew where he was in the store the entire time I was
Wow.
there. Yeah, it was very, very bizarre. All right, new AP poll for the college football right around the corner. The NFL right around the corner, too.
High school's getting ready to start this weekend.
3 of the top 10 teams, including the top 2, are from the Big Ten, and then 5 of the remaining 7 teams are from the SEC. The only 2 non-Big Ten ACC school, or excuse me, Big Ten SEC schools, Notre Dame comes in at 4, who technically independent, and Miami at number 7, who is still in the ACC. But this is going to be what we do until they shuffle the deck again, right? Just ACC versus Big Ten.
Ohio State is ruining college football. I'm sorry. I'm just, as a Dodger fan, I'm kind of triggered right now, right? When you have like 1 or 2 teams
that are dominating,
and always seem to be in contention for it.
Yep.
I mean, this is where we
all
are.
These schools have money. I mean, it's just who's coaching better and who's doing a better job at recruiting. But this is 25 teams, right? So if you add 5 more, this is basically your league. This is what they want to do. They want to separate and play this as a league. You know, if this was your league,
league.
That's a great league.
It's a good league.
I would be in on this, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think
with
you
the
need
exception of a few. Yeah,
I think you need to expand it a little beyond 30 if you were going to do a league. I think if you had 50 teams, I think that maybe even 40.
Yeah,
something along there, because you're going to want to put in some teams that, and I'm not just saying this because he and I are now best friends, but teams that have not been good for a long time but have the ability to get good. A team like UCLA. Like a team like UCLA should be in this tournament. Now, whether they ever have a chance to win it or not, who knows? But I do think that you'd want to expand it a little bit. Basically, you're talking about those old Power 5 conferences plus Notre Dame. That's kind of what it is.
Pretty much.
I mean, if we're gaming this out, right, and you have these 25 plus 5 more plus a few other teams like a UCLA, for instance, would college football still have the same pull? Because so much of this too is about rivalry and tradition, and to a point where if you are, let's just say, like if you are a USC, right, and you have aspirations, but you have a couple of speed bumps there, right, and suddenly your national championship or your playoff hopes are out the window. In the past, you still had the, if we beat Notre Dame, if we beat UCLA, if we beat a Stanford or whatever, there's still some meaning to our season. Like, I feel like if you're starting to pare it down and kind of create a more professional type format, you lose a lot of that. So when you're sort of out of the running, what's my motivation as a fan or as an alum to keep plugging into this
I would try to preserve as much of tradition as possible, like make sure you play your rival. But also, when you think about moving into the future, I'd like to create some new rivalries. Why not? I mean, it's all about rivalries. It's all about starting new things. So why not start an Ohio State-Oregon rivalry? But why not start that Georgia versus
true? But I think
Michigan.
Those things also sort of happen organically. You can pair those schools up, but you need games, one, that are really close, really intense,
stakes,
but also have stakes, right? Like, it's one thing for Ohio State and Oregon to play every year, but like it needs to be with like the Big Ten championship on the line, or like somebody's getting knocked out of a playoff, or like. Hey, I'm having a bad year. You're having a great year, and I'm going to wreck your season. Like that's what you sort of need.
I mean, like if you have this is a league, and you have Ohio State and Oregon always competing for the top spot, you just created a rivalry. You just created new hate. That's what it's about. That's how college football is supposed to work. Did we run down the top 25 to tell who's in? Should I start at the bottom or top?
Go to the top.
So Ohio State number 1, Oregon 2, Georgia 3. Notre Dame 4, Texas 5. What do you think about that?
Sure.
Okay, so the second tier. Indiana. Really?
We'll see.
Mendoza's gone.
Yeah, but Cignetti's not.
This is a vote for Kurt Cignetti.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, he's the number 1 pick, Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, he was the story.
I get it, but I look, that dude showed up and basically said, I'm not messing around, and he's lost 2 games in 2 years. I'm assuming he knows what he's doing.
I caught an interview of him over the weekend, and he said he doesn't golf. He doesn't do anything. All he does is ball.
No, he seems like a humorless, like I don't think I'd want to go have a beer with Kurt Cignetti, but if I had him coaching my football team, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what? For that mentality, 6 might be right. Then followed by Miami 7, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and then OU. OU's still hanging around.
Yeah.
OU's always hanging around.
OU got better without Lincoln Riley.
They didn't get worse.
Right.
No, I'm not trying to be funny when I say it. But when he left, OU did not sink into oblivion, and it's not like USC raced to the top. Both teams are about where they were before. SC's a little bit better than they were before.
Yeah, OU's 10th and SC's 14th.
Yeah.
That's weird. LSU 11, Texas Tech is 12. Texas Tech.
Money.
Okay, Alabama 13. That's low.
That's a little bit of an upset.
That can get
They're
you
outside
fired.
the top 10.
Yeah.
BYU 14. Anybody know about BYU?
I know they'll all be 28 and they'll do what they're told. Yeah.
That's funny. SC 14, Michigan 16, UW is 17.
Go Dogs.
This is a bogus list. Penn State 18, SMU 19. That's a story.
The Mustangs.
Because they were dead, literally.
Yeah.
And here they are back in the national scene.
50 years later.
Yes.
Right?
Tennessee 20. Is that what is
Utah?
Is that Utah?
Yeah.
The Utah Utes.
The Utes.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that
The
logo.
W?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Says,
has that always been
They
their
wear it on
logo?
their helmets occasionally.
Okay, I missed that completely. Jayhawks 22.
No, it's Iowa.
The Hawkeyes.
Oh, excuse me,
Hawkeyes.
Iowa 22, Houston 23, Louisville 24, and Missouri at 25. That's not a bad list.
No, here's my frustration with college football is the deck gets shuffled too much every offseason. Like player movement. Like I know the coaches of all these places, but the players, other than a handful of them, feels like they're going to different places. This is kind of what you were talking about, Marcus, a little bit about how the traditions of college football, I think, are what make college football so incredibly exciting for those of us that love it. And the Saturday of you said it really well. My season might not be going good, but I got a chance to ruin yours. And I think that this isn't exclusive to college football. I think it's happened kind of across the board to just about everything. We've basically turned every sport into, did you win it all or not?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a drag because you can have a really good college football season, a college baseball season, college basketball season, and not win the whole thing. To your point, beat the rivals, be a monkey wrench in there, get into the tournament, make a little bit of a run. And I feel like the entire thing, expand the playoffs and get it like we're just trying to find a way to make the championship the only thing that matters
like
as opposed to everything else.
Home run or die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, geez.
What's so geez?
I was the only coach in the top 25 that's on the hot seat would be SC.
Lincoln Riley?
DeBoer?
Yeah,
Okay,
Kalen DeBoer is definitely
fair. That would be one.
Which you don't ever want to be the
that's-
dude who comes after a legend, like coming behind Nick Saban.
That's unfair expectation.
It is, but he still might get the axe because of it. I'm not saying it's fair or right, but it is what it is.
But is anybody else on this list on the hot seat at all? Off the top of your head? I know Ohio State's fine. Oregon's fine. Georgia's good. Notre Dame's dug in like a tick.
Well, let me make a case for Sarkisian.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm not saying if they're preseason number 5, they have a brand name. They have as much money as you could possibly ever want to go spend on players. They're in a place that cares deeply about college football. They're in a state that cares deeply about college football. All of these things. And they had a really good run last year. They were a good team. But they have not gotten near a national championship since Mac Brown a million years ago. So that clock ticks really loudly. Now, I don't think but if they missed the playoff, I don't think he gets canned, but I bet you there's a meeting somewhere saying, hey, what are we talking about here? I think we're getting close with guys like that.
I will say, I wouldn't put Lane Kiffin on the hot seat, but Lane Kiffin's good enough to he's good to every now and then, set himself on fire every once in a while. It's like
literally.
I think he's fine right now at LSU, but he tends to wear out his welcome in
Just
places.
got there, but of all these teams, like you said, DeBoer's definitely on this list.
Yeah.
If either of these coaches miss the playoffs, none of them get fired, save for 2 guys.
I think that's probably
fair.
fair.
If SC and Alabama, they miss the play, those coaches are out of there. Everyone else, I think they survive it.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
I'd sign up for that.
Look, SC has the most approved this year coming up when you look at the top 25. Or I would say Lincoln Riley has the most approved.
Again,
in the top 25.
Same thing that we talked about before. University that cares deeply about athletics, football in particular, a place where there are players everywhere, a budget that you would think can rival anybody. If they want the money, they have access to it. It's a matter of where they do it. What else do you need? Like, there's no more, I need this. And it's like, no. Everything that you could possibly ask for. Tradition, Okay, go do it. And I think that's why you're right. If you don't do it,
you don't do it.
See ya.
No, did you record that? He said I was right. See, every time he says it, you miss it. See, there you go.
DeMarco is occasionally not wrong.
Come on. Wow. That's all I get. Come on.
Little shop talk is coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
I forgot to mention, Tip or No Tip was brought to you by my guy, Attorney Big Al. If you get in an accident out there, tip the scales in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. This was, I think I was on the way to the airport, Trav and Marcus. I was making a left to get onto the 405, and there was a wreck right there. And it's one of those wrecks where I have absolutely no idea how that happened. But it was bad. It was one of those all airbag situations. And there was one person.
That's scary.
You're right. One person that was off the road, and they seemed okay. And I was driving by the person that was in the car with the airbags, and I was just making sure they were moving and making phone calls. But what a scary experience. So I wanted to yell out loud, I hope you have Attorney Big Al's number, but wasn't appropriate. But seriously, if something happens out there, anything can happen at any time. Boom, and your life is upside down. Let me steer you to a person that can help you. Attorney Big Al. He's been helping accident victims across California for over 15 years. He's an LA native. He gets it. He's probably traveled every single road, so he knows everything about everything as far as traffic accidents and how dealing with insurance companies can drive you nuts. They're always trying to fast talk you. It feels like they're trying to rip you off. Look, if you need to get your car fixed, trying to find the right doctors, if you're hurt, God forbid, it can be a lot. It can turn your whole world upside down. This is where Big Al and his team will step in, so lock in this phone number, 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. They'll guide you through the entire process, protect your rights, help you understand what you may be entitled to. Here's the biggest thing. Don't let the insurance company call the place for you. Make Attorney Big Al your first call. That number again, 1-800-HURT-123. They're available 24/7. Your consultation is free. If there's no recovery, there is no fee. Again, 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com.
USC football.
Fight on.
Miller at the 5. Miller in the end zone. Touchdown USC. The Trojans kick off the season Saturday, August 29th against San Jose State.
Right into a sack. Boom. Down he goes. Dives inside of the end zone. Touchdown USC. Jake Mayava's done it with his feet again.
Kickoff is at noon.
On your home for Trojan football.
USC football is back this fall on ESPN LA. LA's mega sports station. Fight on.
John Ireland here, and welcome to the Globe Life Spotlight. Today we're recognizing Sergio Carta from Los Angeles. Since joining Globe Life in 2018, Sergio has built an incredible career as an agency owner, earning back-to-back state general agent honors and consecutive executive council selections. But what means the most to Sergio is helping others become leaders. As an immigrant who came here chasing his big dreams, he proves success is about who you're willing to become. Learn more at globelifecareers.com.
Hi guys, it's Ramona Shelburne for Hyundai of Glendale, where it's back to school savings all month long. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for $279 a month. Comes with owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Take it from me, with next level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$279 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due outstanding plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 8/30/26.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day. Every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control. All on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I know just enough to pretend that I know what I'm talking about. That, by the way, goes for almost everything except for drinking and baseball.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Puppy power!
I did not know you had that in you.
Come on. I just love that show. Come on.
Back to the guys.
All right, little shop talking. Geeter and Trudell will hop in here right before the top of the hour. They got Lakers talk for you. And
I bet they do.
My goodness, man. What a time to be the host of Lakers
Not
talk.
sure how they're going to get through the show tonight.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Don't know how they feel at the time.
Some good birthdays today. Robert De Niro turns 83 years
Yay.
old. Wow.
Your
Bobby
favorite De Niro.
D.
Your favorite Bobby D.
Hit the favorite. That's a good one.
Got a lot of them.
I think I'm going to go Casino.
Great one.
Because he
Ace
like
Rothstein.
I like his character in Goodfellas, but he's not in it a ton.
Yes.
He's in it a lot, but Ace Rothstein is Casino. How about you, Marcus?
Yeah, I think it probably is. I was gonna say Godfather 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Godfather 2 is a great
Yeah. Vito.
What about you, DeMarco?
I would go with Neil McCauley from Heat.
Oh,
I
great
thought
choice.
he was a great beat.
Great choice.
Yeah, and he's so committed to the whole thing. But it's hard. Goodfellas, he's so good.
There's a ton.
Goodfellas, yeah,
Let's do it
ton.
again. Sean Penn's birthday, 66 years old. Your favorite Sean Penn movie?
Spicoli.
Damn right.
He did.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's right.
Yeah.
Fast Times. Yeah. Hey, bud. What's party?
The one that just came out with Leo. One
battle after another.
Yeah.
He was amazing
He was
in that.
deranged in that movie.
He really
Absolutely
was.
deranged in that movie.
Mystic River. Have you seen that one?
I have.
crazy.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You'll know this one. Marcus, you might know this one too. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
The
Yes.
one with Isai Morales,
Yes.
where he goes
I think
into
I know
prison
that
to
one.
avenge his girlfriend.
Absolutely. Scared straight.
That is where he hits that guy with a pillowcase full of Cokes.
Coke cans.
Oh, my goodness.
Beats up the
Carlito's Way.
Viking
Did
and
you guys
Tweety.
say that?
Who?
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way. Oh, he plays a great. You know, F. Lee Bailey sued him for that, or tried to?
No.
Because he looks just like F. Lee Bailey.
Oh, yeah, I guess he
Wow.
does.
All right.
Doesn't he?
All right.
Donnie Wahlberg turns 57,
All
and
right.
Laura still doesn't know what his chicken sandwich tastes like because
No,
I ate it.
You didn't hear this, DeMarco.
I ate her food on accident.
How did Mark Wahlberg spawn this?
She wanted a Wahlburgers chicken sandwich,
Okay.
which I didn't know they made. Laura was very nice to me on Thursday, and because I was going from Oral's thing out to Morongo, so I was coming in hot. She said, "Let me go grab you a sandwich." And by the time everything came together, before my sandwich had arrived, her sandwich arrived. I thought that was my sandwich, so I ate it.
You ate the sandwich?
Yeah.
Yes, her
Okay.
sandwich.
From Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Was
good.
It was
Yeah.
good?
It was fried chicken sandwich. Always good.
Always
right?
good.
Yeah. You had a bad fried chicken sandwich?
And it was cold.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it was still
as long as the roll's not mushy.
I was eating dough. I was hungry.
Oh,
it was just
okay.
dough and chicken, but it was good.
Austin Butler turns 35. I believe he was Elvis.
He was
in the
Elvis.
Latest
Yeah.
Elvis
And
biopic.
the motorcycle movie.
I can't believe he's 35. You look at him, he looks 22.
Yeah.
Jonathan just told me Austin Butler's going to be in the Heat reboot.
Is he?
Yes, he
He's
is.
playing
Yeah.
Macaulay, isn't he? I
Yeah.
think he is. Yeah, that's awesome.
You know he's from Costa Mesa and speaks with a Southern accent, right?
Wait, really?
Oh, he's Brian Kelly?
Kind of a different way of doing things. National I Love My Feet Day.
Oh, man, my feet need some love.
Get a
Badly.
pedicure,
Yeah,
bruh.
yours too?
Today in particular, it was hot and
Yeah.
sweaty, and my feet got torn up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bad
Y'all
deal.
don't get pedicures?
Oh, I do.
I do.
I have.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so
I
Laura,
just got one. I love me
Been a
getting my
minute, but
pedicure.
I like
the
it.
last time we went, I took me, my daughter, and my wife, and the lady threw me out.
They're that rough, huh?
She was
Too much
mad.
work?
Yes, she was covered in dust.
You know what? I always think of that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Lloyd Christmas goes to the pedicure and they got that belt sander.
belt
the
sander.
sparks are shooting off of it.
No
And now I'm
sparks
going to
were
think about
repulsed.
you. National Thrift Shop Day. Do you like to thrift, DeMarco?
No, but I keep hearing people do. Yeah.
Do you thrift, Marcus?
Not consistently. The last couple thrift shops I've been to have not been too really thrifty.
Oh, expensive?
It's been kind of expensive lately.
Or do you go?
So I used to go when I was little. My mom still goes. It is a thing now. When we went, it's because we was broke, okay? Now it's like, oh, I want vintage. But it's so expensive. It's
Yeah.
actually cheaper to go to the store than to go thrifting.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
But you will find, like, really good finds. Like, if you go to, like, affluent neighborhood and you want vintage brand name stuff, that I can give you.
Oh, Okay.
You gotta find the hidden gems. Though.
Yes, you do.
It's like that wilt guy.
Yes.
The warm up.
That was a good wilt bin, by the way.
National Vanilla Custard Day.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Sure.
At the end of the day,
Just get ice cream.
Yeah,
Right? Like custard seems like a lot of work.
But if it's there,
Sure.
then you hand it to you, a little cup. You got a festival, you eat it.
There's just I can't even like put there's a consistency thing in there, like a texture thing in there that I don't love.
Not my favorite, but it's sweet.
Pudding? How are you on pudding?
Okay, so I
pudding in a while.
I OD'd on lemon pudding.
Wait, what?
I OD'd on lemon pudding. Like I ate
How?
so much of it.
When did this happen?
Right before I went to college.
Oh, it's been a while.
I was like, was this recent?
Yeah, I'm done with pudding forever. Yeah, I just
like
kept-
when your mom would make like pudding, like real pudding, right?
Yeah.
And then she put it in the fridge to solidify, and then you get that little skin.
Yeah.
You know? And you could poke a hole in it, and then you could like dig all the pudding out from underneath the skin. That's a pretty good
Now we're
day.
talking.
Absolutely. Pike's Place Market in Seattle opened today in 1907.
I love that
Were
place.
they throwing fish back there too?
I'm assuming they've been doing it since 07.
Right.
Did you ever catch the fish over there?
Of course.
Yeah.
Threw a few too. Throw the
Yeah.
they let us throw. I think we went to the first original Starbucks.
It's
Yeah,
right,
it's
down,
right
it's
there.
right
Really?
down the street from there. Yeah.
It's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always super busy.
Yes.
And the reserve, like a few blocks up or whatever it is much better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You get liquor there.
I've been to. I never got to pitch or catch or throw the fish. I watched the whole thing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it looks
Go
fun.
see if
It
you can
was
catch
fun.
it. Most people drop it.
You got to kind of catch it.
There's like there's a way to do it. Yeah.
You got to be willing to catch it
There's
to
a
be
technique.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't catch it and be clean.
It's a big salmon.
There you go. It's coming.
It's a very big salmon. This is an interesting one. I did not know this. I would have got this wrong. Pete Rose was struck out for his final at-bat by San Diego relief pitcher Goose Gossage.
Oh, really?
That Rose ended his career with a K is not very Pete Rose.
Right?
Pete Rose didn't strike out. Like Gossage struck a lot of guys out, but that is some old school baseball there. Gossage v. Rose.
Yeah.
Apropos when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
finished his career with a strikeout.
Think we'll ever see another player manager again like we did with Pete was the last one. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see that happening again.
No, I don't know.
Bryce Harper? No.
Nah,
No.
you'd have to be a little more
Even
measured.
Can I ask like a really dumb question?
Yes.
There's no dumb questions.
It feels like players back in the day they had these like miraculous nicknames like the Goose.
Oh yeah.
How come it's like
nicknames?
how come nicknames are not as common anymore in today's
What
today's
is the
era?
number one nickname in baseball right now?
Big dumper.
Big dump.
Big
well,
dumper.
Big dumper is
Yeah.
like the one that popped into my mind
Dumper.
first
Well,
of
because it's
all.
also for a player that's good or like notable. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's a guy, Justin Garcia. They call him the password.
Oh, that's a great one.
his name's
password?
the password because his
You
name's
have
like
to see his name.
it starts
Yeah.
with John, but then there's like an STXY. It's a whole thing.
The Miz.
They just Miz isn't bad.
Yeah, but it's basically
like
like
the big hurt, the big unit,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Cobra,
yeah.
like the big,
Oil can.
oil can.
oil can.
I wonder what that means. Little crosstalk for Lakers talk coming up next. Oil can.
Oh, I hate that you told me what that meant. Pechanga Resort Casino is once again in the running for USA Today's 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards, nominated for the Best Casino outside of Las Vegas and Best Casino for slot machines. They have over 5,000 slots. Yeah, 5,500 slot machines, incredible restaurants, luxury hotel accommodations, championship-level golf, and nonstop entertainment. Pechanga's where it's at. Pechanga delivers an experience unlike any other. So why don't you show your support by voting at pechanga.com/vote. You can vote every day through August 24th and help Pechanga take home the national title. Visit pechanga.com/vote today.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. Your heart works hard for you every day. That's why taking care of it should be a year-round priority. Providence brings together some of the brightest minds in cardiac care, keeping you in the game with expert care, advanced treatments, and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Whether you're looking to be more active, make healthier choices, or stay on top of routine screenings, small steps can make a meaningful difference in your long-term health. Providence is here to support healthier hearts in every community. Learn more at providence.org. Tickets.org/SoCalHeart.
Rams preseason football is back, and the countdown to kickoff is officially underway. Get your first look at new additions like Myles Garrett and Trent McDuffie, alongside stars Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua, to experience every game live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and exclusive stadium event pre-sales. Explore Rams season tickets today. Visit therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of this season's action and get your Rams season tickets now.
Leon was about to leave the military.
My biggest concern was, what am I going to do next?
He found out about My Computer Career and their military transition program.
The Cyber Warrior program takes you from not knowing anything about a computer at all to being a subject matter expert.
How long is that going to take?
In the span of 4 months, I was able to get 4 different certifications.
4 months? Leon's advice?
Highly recommended.
Become a certified cyber warrior in just months at mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary. VA education benefits available to those who qualify.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball.
He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. New episodes available now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay. When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
Just I. All right.
It was cool.
By the way, I think that's the first time I ever said I.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Did I get it out in one piece?
Yeah, you did good. You did good. Back to the guys.
All right, Trudell and Geeter join us here. A little late edition of Super Crosstalk, Lakers Talk, coming up at the top of the hour at 6
what's new,
o'clock.
guys?
And you guys got a detailed outline of all the various topics that you're going to break into today?
Made a flow chart of the leadership structure now.
I got the schedule in front of me.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
So,
that's
how do you think all this stuff is going to affect that right there? Because that's the only thing that matters. Okay, so Geeter, I'll be curious if you agree with me here. Generally speaking, there's a little bit less connectivity between kind of ownership on the top level and the actual day-to-day of the team. And I'm not exactly sure how that works in the NFL, but kind of the same. So in terms of like the players and the team and looking at the schedule and how it's going to impact basketball or not, the main thing there is who's in charge of basketball. And right now it's Rob Pelinka. It's been Rob Pelinka. It's J.J. Redick, right, as the head coach. And that kind of that creates all of the structure. That's whether or not the team has the right players and can make moves and such. And ownership, the biggest thing that you need in the NBA is you need to have deep pockets. And so that, with this apparent, and we'll get into it, if we can kind of trace through what the details are of this last week. But the bottom line is the new ownership group is going to be plenty and, I guess, plentiful in terms of their funding. And so that shouldn't affect anything on the basketball level. What could affect it is if they decide they want to make a change at some point as to who's actually running the basketball. But, Geeter, I don't know. From a day-to-day perspective, I don't know that anything changes in that sense of the basketball.
Yeah, I think you just kind of nailed it. I think for me, he's on.
You're on.
Yeah.
The fact that
there we go.
There we are. I think Mike nailed it. I mean, for me, guys, I was talking to my boss at Spectrum driving in here, and our job over the last 15 seasons is basically to talk about the product on the court, right? Like that's always been our number one. There was no relationship yet for us with the Walter Group. They just weren't there long enough. So I don't know how much the players could have really had a relationship as well. I think the days of, Jerry Buss just being so involved and knowing these guys and being friends and considered family, Jeanie kind of carried that on. There was normalcy for me last year, I think, because the Walter Group, I'm a huge Dodger fan. So there was some excitement, but Jeanie was still there. So for me, I didn't see much change. Now, there was change going on inside the office and things like that, but really there wasn't a lot of time for an imprint to happen with this new ownership group. So now the new ownership comes in. In the last 5 days, we've just been surprised a lot. Like, I didn't see that coming.
One after the next.
And then I'm driving in today thinking, wow, the bus era is gone. But I hop on with you guys, and maybe not.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't know, to answer your question, DeMarco. Like, I don't think it's going to affect the players when they start. But I think right now in Los Angeles, and obviously a hot topic, it's going to be talked about a ton, but it's not going to affect what those guys are doing in Slovenia when they have their camp or what's going on in training camp, because the new ownership is the new ownership.
The players, I understand, they're going to play. They're going to be coached by J.J. Redick and his staff. That they're going to go do the best that they can. Sure. But kind of going back to what you said, Trudell, about in charge of basketball, and that's Rob Pelinka for now, and he's the one that put this together. But I would assume, and tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but the deals that they made this offseason, the Kesslers, the Grimes, the Sextons, the Mamus, that was in concert with the new Dodger Group, that they went through, that we're going to do this and this, and okay, we're all good, we're on the same page here. Now that the Dodger guys, the Walter guys are out, the new guys, the Iger and Kushner group, they inherit all of this, but as far as like the vision of what they were building, that could be different, no? Just because they didn't put this together. This was a different group of people.
Maybe, but that's still, even if there was some input from somebody in the Dodger hemisphere, and I'm not sure the degree to which there was, that was still Rob Pelinka and all the people that worked for Rob Pelinka. And I think if you pull out any of those deals, right, none of them are ones that basketball people around the league are like, well, what the hell is that? What are the Lakers doing? This one doesn't make any sense. You can argue that what it cost to get Walker Kessler, that was significant, but that's also what it's going to cost to get somebody from a team that actually wants to keep that player. Utah was not going to let him walk for nothing. So it just goes back to, if the new ownership group comes in and they say, okay, we don't like these specific deals because there's some other general manager out there that we love and he might not have done it. Okay, that's fine. Then they could make a decision on the basketball. But that would be the case even with the new ownership group, I think. Or I'm sorry, the less new ownership group. Right. Like the Walter group, right? Because as to Geeter's point, I don't know. I hadn't seen anything, right, in terms of the basketball where this is a decision clearly made by the new ownership of the Walter
and
group.
I come in on that as well. That's where I don't know. I mean, the biggest thing is that they moved on from LeBron, and LeBron moved on from them. I think I will always say I just think it was amicable. I think it was both of them saying, hey, it's time.
Does the thing that happened today, the bus is divesting and then maybe not, we're waiting to see, Jeanie says, no, that's not how that goes. I don't want to do that. Does this drag on for a long time? Does this go to courts and this is a legal fight? Or do you think does the league get in at some point and say, hey, listen, enough of this, that we're going to do that?
Because you're talking about a minority stake, really, right? You're talking about 18%, we'll call it.
Well, yeah, I think that it would be a much bigger sort of national and league-wide story if it were for a majority stake ownership. And we just saw some of this play out with the Timberwolves, with Glenn Taylor, right, who he had originally brought in A-Rod and Mark Laurie, and then, oh, wait, maybe I don't want to sell anymore. And then who's going to control for how much time in the league obviously has to get involved in that. But in terms of usually what happens, the new ownership group, in this case I'm talking about Iger and Kushner, right, they now have the cards. And they're probably, I don't know that there's the same existing relationship between them and the Buss family as there was with the previous ownership group and the Buss family. So eventually, that's the group that's going to run.
Can't wait to go to bed and wake up and see what happens. It's going to be great. Geeter and Trudell got a little Lakers talk coming up for you next. Marco and I, Tuesday tomorrow. We'll see you then.
God, you ruined it.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm